My shoulders.
Woo! Live.
All right, it went live already. We are live.
All right. God bless you, Matthew McConaughey, for giving us, even if it was just that little bit, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Yeah. So, welcome everybody to episode 8.
Woo-hoo!
Back in black,
Hello.
except for Frick, who's wearing back in gray. So whatever, close enough. So it's a version.
Can I blame it on I couldn't see the color?
Yes.
Thank you.
Because you are colorblind, so yes,
Yeah,
absolutely can blame it on that.
Thanks.
We'll totally give it to you. No worries.
Appreciate that.
So-
everybody.
Yeah, so we're back. We're doing good here. We're already set to go. So we're all excited that you're all joining us today once again. We're excited to see each other also. Hi, y'all. Miss y'all.
Hey.
Good to see you again.
Hey,
Feels
good
like
to see you. Yeah, it feels like a small forever, but aren't diamonds forever?
Ooh, that's delicious.
I don't see
Okay.
it.
Me neither. So we're back. Number 8. We're ready. Good. We're good and ready to go. So please, we encourage, as always, everybody join up on the chat. The hashtags that we're doing, please put them out there as well. Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, YouTube,
MySpace.
this tube, that tube, MySpace. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Friendster. Can't forget them. And LiveJournal. Can't forget LiveJournal. That's the classic, the original emo. So yes, please do share. We invite your friends. Invite your mom. I'm sure she'd love this.
Heyo.
But anyways, we're starting out here tonight. So we'll start off as always with our first individual of the evening. Say hello.
Hi, I am Frick. My name is Erica.
And I'm Frack. I'm Carlos.
I am Patty. Brooke.
Whack. TJ.
Bam.
Boom.
Damn, we're good.
So I'm
Damn.
gonna roll us into trending topics. So tonight,
Yes.
tonight's topics include, we're gonna do some trending topics. We're gonna talk about Universal City Walk is reopened here over in Orlando. We're gonna talk about a sexy photo shoot with Vera Wang. What up? How TikTok is kind of taken over is the new Vine, or I guess it's just taken over everybody's world except for mine. We've got a new game that we played last week that we brought in. We're going to bring that back again, called You Decide, with some topics from music, movies, sports, celebrities, and of course, food. Our guest for the night is Dr., not a real doctor, Vernon Loyed. He's a good friend of ours. He is a fellow musician. He is a trivia master, and he also does a lot of event promotion. He's been around the area here in our Lakeland area for a very long time. He's well known in the nerd community. His band is Sci-Fried. Very, very super nerd guy. So that is going to be a great, fun conversation, especially for me. And then, of course,
Not all about you.
Oh,
Yeah, give him this one. Just give him this one.
Oh, my
He
bad.
gets one. He gets one.
I apologize.
some funny historical facts about alcohol that you may not have known, because if you haven't noticed, we all have a drink in hand, and that is the point of this evening. It's to escape the wild and crazy life that is out there and just have some fun for the next couple hours. Brooke, tell us about the couple of games we're going to get into.
We have a new one called You Decide, and we have two choices, and you have to decide which one you would rather do, which one you would choose. If we all pick the same thing, then we all drink like a social. And if one person has a different answer than the rest of us, then they have to drink. And then we have the Would You Rather game, which is pretty much the same thing.
She is not wrong. Erica, keyword of the night.
I am still sticking to literally. I hear it all day long. I hear it on news channels. I hear it in everyday conversations. And every time I hear it, I want to drink. So literally, we are sticking with it. Hashtags for the night Are we still on fire? But hashtag and hashtag phase 1 complete or not.
Or not. Phase 1.5.
Right? 1.25.
Right?
All right, Brooke called me out on something that there's something I keep saying, and
Yeah.
and I can't.
He hasn't said it now that I keep calling him out on it, but before it was no big deal.
No, you do say that a lot.
And NBD.
Because I'm trying to teach my toddler that everything that he does, like, listen, if you miss the swing with the baseball bat, don't chuck the baseball bat. It's
And every
it's
single
no big
baseball
deal.
that you have.
I almost said that L word. It's no
Wait,
big
okay. I am gonna say it for right now, but I'm just curious then, Erica, when you hear somebody in outside of our group say literally,
deal.
Are you drinking a White Claw?
no, it's something called a Vistave that I grabbed by accident, but I said
It
whatever.
looked like a White Claw.
It looked like a White Claw.
Definitely looked
Yeah,
like a
I know.
White
They all look the same. They're all going for the same promotional items. But anyways, when you see somebody in real or hear somebody else out of this group say that word out there, do you just turn around and go drink?
I roll my eyes and say drink, and they're like, what? I'm like, it's got to be a drinking game. Watch how many times you guys say that word. So we have a virtual happy hour that we do at 5:30, and I'm just like, drink, drink, drink. You people say this word too much. You overuse this word.
I'm glad we're doing it at home because the bar tab would be too high.
Right?
Claw.
Oh my goodness.
To be honest.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna head into segment 1. Let's talk a little bit about Universal City Walk in Orlando reopening today. Good or bad? Right off the bat, thumbs up or thumbs down? What do you guys think? Too soon?
The traffic today, I'm not happy.
I don't think that it was too soon. Especially looking at this.
I mean, what can they really open there other than the shops? I guess there's
Right.
restaurants.
There's restaurants.
But there's a lot of bars they can't open, right?
Right. So Blue Man Group, nightclubs, and the movie theater are staying closed. So
Right.
they are doing. Are they requiring, Carlos? Are they requiring them to wear face coverings?
Well, they're requiring at least the people who are working there to do that.
Staff is required. Okay, which is normal, and I'm
Yes.
seeing that everywhere. And I can't help but to think
Exactly.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, is that Katana? Is that
Sounds
Katana?
like
We went to Girl Smith this
Sub-Zero.
weekend.
Oh, sorry.
Our server and all the staff had the face mask on.
I just
And he's like, we overheard him talking to another server and it was
get
like,
over here.
I'm smiling at my tables, but I feel like they don't know that I'm smiling at them.
You should draw a smiley face then.
And then Mikey Mike's daughter, Stacia, works there, and it took us a few minutes to even recognize that it was her because she's in this mask and it's just like this. All you see is eyes. And
I'm thinking if everybody sounds a little deeper than you.
Saying she's like, it's so weird. I'm smiling. Nobody knows I'm smiling. And we're like, yeah, did not know you're smiling. And I'm just thinking like, get over here.
I keep thinking everybody sounds like Darth Vader. Welcome to Grillsmith.
Yeah.
Would you like the mashed potatoes or the seasoned vegetables?
So we went to
uh,
a doctor's appointment today, and the sign on the door said, if you do not have a mask, you cannot come in. So not only were the employees wearing them, but they were expecting us as the
I know.
patients to have them too.
Doctor's office at that point. I saw that they are get your temperature taken. Now is that
They did
that
not take
exact
my temperature there.
for City Walk? Is this for employees or is it for the people walking around?
Everybody walking in. If you're going to come in, they have a little machine or something that where they, I guess, touch it to your temple or something and they clean off the little end of it. But they have to do that. If it's 100.4 or higher, you're not allowed in.
100.4.
So
Okay.
100.4.
I was like, holy shit. I
Or
was like, you're dying.
It's you got bigger problems than coronavirus at that point. You're a
Still,
zombie.
listen,
If you're out walking around with a temperature of 104, you got something going
if
on.
you're up over you're from another planet. Over 100. Oh, if you're over 100,
You probably don't feel that
you
great
don't feel
anyways.
good anyways. Why are you out? Because you're on vacation?
Because
What?
your wife's making you go walk.
Yeah. Like, come on, Patty. I care how you feel. Like, what?
We're going to a tourist trap.
Yeah, let's go to a tourist trap where it's 6 foot social distancing as well.
Absolutely.
And who's going to enforce that? Who's going to enforce that? I mean, that's my question the whole time is who's going to enforce it? Are there people sitting around bushes jumping out going, get away?
Could you imagine some 16-year-old kid coming up to me, excuse me, but you have to leave. Bitch, get out of my way.
Got rope lights with tape every 6 feet just so you know how far you're allowed to like. We're trying to get our steps in. We don't care. Follow the floor markings. Listen, I already hate this at Publix and just want to turn my cart around and walk backwards. We talked about that last week. Like,
I do.
I'm not going to follow floor markings. This is why I'm not going to City Walk.
I mean, if people would actually move down the lanes, like that would be different. But these people don't even move. Like, move. I need a passing lane. Like, move.
Wash your hands often. I mean, do you have hand washing stations throughout City
It
Walk?
should hopefully already have been done.
Sanitizer, I'm sure.
I mean,
A lot of
Yeah.
places and sanitizing.
it's like the porta potties that they have set up at concerts and stuff, and you have the hand wash station. Are those placed every 60 feet? So every time you move the pace of 10 people, you got to wash your hands.
What about doors? Having to grab the door? Why aren't they using the doors that use your foot? Like, I don't get this.
Yeah,
That's exactly. So, I mean,
cashless payments. That's the way everything should be going anyway.
it should have already, but some people do carry cash. I understand it, but cash is one of the nastiest things we touch ever in our lives, anyways.
Okay, but I'd walk around with my parents' credit card. Am I supposed to add my parents' credit cards to my Samsung Pay too?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Do
There's
you
no
love
reason-
them?
Unless you're going to the strip club, there is no reason to carry cash. So
I mean,
all strip clubs are closed, so I'm not understanding why anybody
I
carries
mean,
cash.
servers
anymore.
like to be tipped in cash.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Okay. So I get that, but I mean, okay, some places still don't accept cash.
ooh, can we start cash apping our servers? That would be fun.
You actually can.
Ooh.
You can.
a good idea.
That's
Like,
a
what's
good
your
idea for
Venmo?
all
What's your
servers
Cash
can
App?
do that. Yeah.
Like, I'd walk around with a sticker, cash at me, my tip.
Oh, yeah, that's
Venmo.
tag.
Huh?
My
That's the
name
new
is,
name
and it's
tag,
your
like,
it's your Cash App.
Welcome to Disney World. I'm Frack.
QR
Boom,
code.
it
There
is.
you
It's
go.
right there. At me at Frack.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
love it.
We're coming up with great ideas
I'm,
already.
I'm saying,
Hashtag us, y'all.
name tag wave. Eateries with limited seating and menus. Yeah, that's typical right now. One thing that local restaurants are struggling with here is getting
Meat.
food and drinks, and
Meat.
meat. But yeah, but struggling to get everything on their menu. So if you have an extensive menu, you're having to cut it back because meat is not available in the way that it was. There's a lot of things. There's some things with vegetables and things like that that are not coming as available as they were. I know eggs had skyrocketed through the roof. Milk skyrocketed. So a lot of companies are kind of cutting their menu down based on availability of products to put together their menu items.
Makes
Toilet
sense.
paper companies are having issues now.
I don't
Stop
understand
using
why.
toilet paper, people. Stop using it that much. We're killing more trees.
I don't get it. You're not going to poop
Yeah.
yourself. Can everybody realize that at this point? Like, if you're going to poop yourself, it's because of drinking and eating too many tacos. And
Oh,
I don't understand.
There's never too many tacos. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're about to insult Eric to high heaven here.
Yeah,
It's
I don't understand. the
like,
point.
excuse me.
Where did I just eat supper at? Like, come
That
on.
that fuzzy
She's
taco.
gonna go full Karen on you.
Erica likes the fuzzy taco.
No, bitch.
Hashtag
Not that taco.
No.
hashtag frack the fuzzy taco.
Mm.
Oh Lord.
Do
Oh
what?
Lord.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Carlos, you did ask the question of how's it going to be enforced. I'm curious how they're going to do that, and then what kind of experience does this end up as? I put in the notes a terrible one. This is dumb.
I liked it. I laughed when I saw it. I mean, thank you for doing that. This is like a terrible one.
As if, I mean, I have a toddler, so it's not like I'm going to City Walk anytime soon, anyways. But with all of those different roles that we're talking about, like that does not. I don't feel like that's an experience that I even want to try to have. There's nothing about, ooh, let's go have a date night. Wait.
Especially with a toddler that touches everything. Like, you have to wash his hands every 3 seconds.
Tyler's gonna be home. We're going out for a night of dancing.
You know what I mean. Like,
With our face masks on, like no.
give me kisses
Yeah.
through the face mask.
Okay,
Straight and then have
It cuts down on your PDA.
listen. The castle down in Ybor City, they were way ahead of time. When people were dancing with face masks on. Okay, they did that with all the goths and everything. So that was so 1995. Okay.
I mean, now like when we worked in the MMA industry, all the trainers wore the elevation
Yeah.
training mask. I mean, now it's cool, right?
Moving on to trending topics.
Yeah,
Carlos,
here we go.
want to talk about Vera Wang?
Hey.
Listen, I don't really follow fashion at all,
Listen,
but I
that's
saw
a
this, and
7-year-old woman.
if y'all have not seen the pictures of her, I guess she lives in Miami. She has a home in Miami. But
Yeah.
if you've seen the pictures, I mean, she looks phenomenal, and she's 70. She's turning 71 in June.
Holy
Yep.
crap! I'm looking at the picture now. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the link
Okay. I know.
into the chat so you guys can
I know
check.
50. I know 50-year-olds that look like 90-year-olds. Okay.
30-year-olds that look like 90-year-olds. You want another cigarette? Sorry.
Yep, it is gonna wake up Tyler.
But I mean, I was truly
oh.
surprised because I saw people talking about it, going like, "Really? What are you talking about?" I look at them like, "Damn!"
Our
I'm
internet just
truly
went out
surprised. I
again.
mean, oh, yep, that's gonna be us now, and they're gonna hear us just reply. So
Right. Well, I'll go ahead and share the link for you. Let me just go ahead and do that.
yeah, go ahead and do that. So, but anyways, yeah, I mean, one of the questions that was actually several questions, but this one that really stood out between the individuals is fans were asking her about what is her secret to her eternal youth. Because I mean, please, again, look at the pictures, you'll
Heck
understand.
yeah.
You're going like, oh wow. So with that right there, she was just in classic style, like in I think fashionista would, or people as an influencer of I guess in that world. Her reply was, work, sleep, a vodka cocktail, and not much sun.
But what does she
I
eat?
mean-
Like, is she just drinking vodka all day? Because I mean, this would be a diet that I could get on.
Yes, the clear vodka diet.
Yes. You're muted, baby.
Well, we got to wait for the other one to jump
Well, I
on so we
know,
can hear
but-
both of them.
There on unmute. All right, I'm back.
Okay, but Brooke isn't.
Woo! Yeah, she's working on it. As soon
That's
as she
fine.
gets back in, then we'll keep going. You guys carrying on? Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we are.
That's my
We
word.
don't
That
need-
should be my hashtag drink is absolutely.
It
I say
is.
that all
You
the
say
time.
that a lot.
Oh, okay.
I
all
do.
right,
You
so, okay, make a note for yourself for next week, please, and don't forget, just because it's you making the note.
I don't
Yes,
forget.
Between
I don't drink.
between that and I apologize.
I do that. But usually that's out of sarcasm. I apologize.
Well,
Oh, good to know.
I said usually. Depends on who I'm talking to.
It's
yeah,
usually me.
I think
It wasn't you tonight. Okay, so
I'm so
anyways, Carlos. is
I'm
she
so
a
glad I
vegan?
made you guys co-hosts right away. That was
yeah. So yeah, so with that as well, we're again check out her material, but also TikTok. We discussed that earlier. If some of you may not remember, there was an app called Vine, and you could do I think it was 7-second videos. That was the limit. And again, I've not used TikTok. I've seen it on commercials. I've yet to touch it still, but that's what it looks like to me. It's just something we could have funny video stuff with. And am I wrong? Do any of us use it here?
I don't use that.
old.
TJ, you have to boot out her other profile.
okay.
And we're not hosts anymore, by the way.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Just technical difficulties. It happens to everybody. But no, I've never used TikTok. I have no clue. If I've watched a video I didn't know, I apologize.
So I've seen some friends making some fun videos on TikTok. I know there's some singing challenges and stuff like that. So there will be a song that goes out and then they have to record the video of themselves singing the song. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I've seen some stuff with that going on, but yeah, other than that, I have not kept up too much on what goes on at TikTok.
I learned how to boomerang today, y'all. Did y'all see my Facebook? I boomeranged today for the first time.
You can
No, I haven't
Instagram
seen that.
boomerang as well, and that's fun.
Oh,
We're so proud of you.
Especially when
I
you
know, right?
when you do it and it's the perfect cheers.
Yeah, those are
or
cool.
You
Oh.
throw a baseball and it looks like it comes back to your hand using the force. Yeah, you just with the boomerang. Carlos, talk about the next one.
All right, so we got here apparently Arizona back on the 12th, which was Tuesday, and Florida as of yesterday, the 13th, Wednesday. Both states, Arizona's first, which is a surprise to me that it wasn't Florida in this scenario. But apparently, all professional sports are welcome to their states for both practices and play.
And that's play without a crowd? Or play.
That's I don't know. It didn't go too specific. I mean, I'm assuming that they're going to allow crowds because if people can go to Universal City Walk, I'm assuming they can go to these events. I did have to make the comment though, which I thought was myself hilarious. But again, how weird is it to play without a crowd? And some teams are already used to that.
Yeah, the Rays.
Ooh.
The
You know who
Rays.
you are. You know who you are.
Montreal
Don't at
Tampa
me.
Bay Rays.
Oh, Lord.
So I guess my nephew is going to be on a call tomorrow and they're going to be discussing that for the future games. And my son was on a call last night for future high school games and how that's going to be going. But FHSAA, which you all may not even know, has already started putting cameras that live stream in each of the high school gyms because they want recording rights to it. So I would not be surprised if they're making you subscribe to that because the school gets a kickback and they're not going to have crowds because that's crowd control. Then the kids are safe. And hey, now they're monopolizing instead of $10 a month. Now it's $20 a month. I could just see it coming. But this mommy wants to be there to be like, woohoo!
Right.
Yeah, but you need to woohoo 6 feet away.
He's
From the other
6'9".
parent.
I need to be 9 inches away.
Oh my god.
I'm talking about my son. Let it go. Let it go.
That's
Let it
it's
go.
weirder.
Let it go.
Stay on target. Next
Stay on
topic. How about
target.
that?
All right, we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah. So so J-Lo and Mark Anthony, their daughter M, who's 12 years old. If you don't remember, she's already done more amazing things in her life, I think, than the four of us combined. But but she's also
Or Mark
she's also the child. Yeah. I didn't want to say. I was like, they're both pretty. No, yeah, it's just better than.
Whatever.
But
She
yeah,
said what?
but she has actually.
I'm
She's publishing her first book.
Good for her.
So yeah, and she said that she was inspired by watching sloths, and her mom was explaining, well, they're going extinct, and this is what's happening. She's like, oh no, and she's like, very heavily religious family, so she's like, I'll pray for the sloths, and I want to make sure that. And then she says, so her book is about faith. It's about, also about animals and how you can bring God into your life, etc. and whatnot. But it's cool actually how I thought at first I'm like, what's a 12-year-old got to do with publishing books and etc. and whatnot. But then I thought that might be inspiring to other young children, up and coming future writers. I can't just think of me and what I'm taught about the media by itself. So I thought also, let me read more into the story. Let me not just read the headline and get angry at it. Like most of you, know who you are. Yes, I'm pointing a finger at you. I'll point all 5. But anyways, the cool thing is that all the proceeds that she's getting from that is actually going towards helping, to avoid extinction for the sloths. So a lot of that is going to help, towards causes, conservation efforts, and all those kind of things. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. If you have that kind of star power and you're using it for something good like that, that is awesome.
Let's talk about its star power that's not being used for good. The climate expert environmental activist is going on the CNN, which is, there it is right there, going on the CNN panel as a coronavirus expert.
Come on, Sarah. Okay, I get it that she's an activist and she's trying to do good and make things aware. That's cool. I'll give her that. That's awesome.
Page and her Twitter and everything like that. And yeah,
she's not an expert. I'm sorry, not on that.
She's
not.
So you know what?
Yeah.
I hope that everybody that watches CNN just ends up following her advice, because
Hey, listen. After 2 weeks, I'm still doing great after my cleanerita. So
yeah, hey,
hey,
you are. I don't know. I thought that was a bit ridiculous. So.
Yeah, no. To what degree and extent? I mean, seriously, to what yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I can't even.
Don't want to lose any fans and followers. You guys, whatever, follow whatever experts you want. Leave that.
Yeah.
Follow whatever you believe is an expert. I'll hang out with the guy that's to the right of me on my screen that's drinking on margaritas out of bleach bottles.
Hey, it was Mr. Clean. It was all a multi-purpose disinfectant, okay? It wasn't just bleach.
I like how you
cleaned out 95 million times before it even got a margarita poured into it. Anyways, a little bummed about this one. Kenny Chesney postponing his 2020 tour. Super bummer. We were actually kind of wanting to go to that concert. Tickets were going to be through the roof for decent seats. He would have sold out Raymond James, which is insane. The Bucks can't even do that with Tom Brady. And
So who's Kenny
yeah,
Chesney?
yeah. So
Country
it?
music. That's all I know.
Thank
country
you.
music. Sorry, Erica.
That's all right.
Yep, but postponing his 2020 tour, which is a super bummer. We saw him in Tennessee.
Yes.
Saw him in Tennessee.
The Titan Stadium.
In the Titan Stadium, sold out.
AT&T.
Yeah.
AT&T.
And sold
Him,
out
Tim
stadium,
McGraw.
and him, Tim McGraw, and there was one or two others that was on it.
Yeah,
And it was an incredible stadium performance. And yep, postponing the tour. So that's a super bummer.
That stinks.
Good news, NASCAR, for any NASCAR fans out there. So sports fans, NASCAR fans, NASCAR returns to the track Sunday, May 17th at 3:30 on Fox. So there will be a NASCAR race this Sunday, which is a lot of fun to see sports start to come back, because in a time where, like, locally, I know Red, White, and Kaboom just announced that they're canceling stuff in July. So it's nice to see sports make the headway and make the comeback, and hopefully that will lead into crowds coming back and things like that, and we can kind of prove some things right instead of. Before we head into the next section, Scarface. Scarface was trending on Twitter today. I'm not exactly sure why, but good movie or not? Erica, have you seen it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll start with there.
I had to first go there and ask, because the face went, okay, I'm going to eat another piece
I
of
was just
pop.
about to Google it because I didn't know like what it was talking about.
So, Carlos, Scarface fan?
I liked it for its time and era. Nowadays, I'm realizing, like, oh, he lost at the end. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, I was like, oh, it lost its winning value, because everybody just remembers the famous lines in the mountain of cocaine.
Right.
Yep.
But that's it. That's all.
Era, in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of greatest movies ever made, not so much.
Yeah, it seriously, I forget what comedian had already mentioned this, but when you really look at the inside of the house, like the big picture near the end of the movie, you realize, like, was the guy who designed the Golden Girls home, were they the ones who did that? Because that's what Living Yellow was, tacky neon and
Yeah, it was.
neon, yeah.
Oh,
So again,
they'd have like
it was a
because they're
movie
making memes.
That was the time of the century, though.
Yeah, good movie for its century, but yeah, overall, I'm not gonna be wearing a giant shirt to have the poster up or something.
This week. So, exiting out of that movie talk, let's move into a little bit of You Decide. So, those in the chat room, feel free to on this. It is a game of You Decide. We are going to name out two things. You type in the one that you think is your choice, and if we all agree and you don't, then you get to drink. And Carlos is checking White Claw.
I gotta get another drink now.
Which one do you switch to? What's next?
Oh, Yingling.
Yingling. All right. Cool.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling.
I saw Rick Weiss was in here for a little bit. He does a beer of the day, basically, kind of
A
a
social
social distancing beer of the day. And it's
social
a black.
distance beer.
It's super cool because he's got a bunch of different beers from all around the country, all around the world.
Nice.
So it's cool to see what different beer that he has. So yeah. All right. First one up on You Decide. Captain Marvel or Wonder Woman? I'm gonna go last.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I think I'll have to go with Wonder Woman.
I gotta go Captain Marvel.
Thank you. I unfortunately got to put you in your own spot, Carlos. Wonder Woman. I like the Latinos. I like the hot blondes too. But now if we're going out of comic books, it's all over the place. But
She's not Latina. She's Amazonian. First and
Right?
foremost, let's start there.
So-
I identify.
she's still The Mask or Ace Ventura?
Oh,
Yeah, do that one.
Ace Ventura.
man, I hate you. Yeah, Ace Ventura. And I can quote both
Go with
movies. That's why I hate you for that.
I'm right in the middle on that one. I think I'm gonna end up going. You kind of have to go with Ace Ventura, because of the Miami Dolphins. And I think that a lot more lines came out of Ace Ventura than did The Mask. There was
Oh yeah.
in there, but I think from the mask, but I think that a lot more punchlines and jokes came out of Ace Ventura, especially Finkel. I know. I still use that one. E.T. or the Gremlins?
Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Gremlins. I love some E.T. But
I love
definitely-
ET, but Gremlins.
Aliens or Predator? Aliens.
Never seen either.
Yeah, me either. I've
What?
only seen Alien vs Predator.
And that's because TJ had it on. I didn't really
Yes.
care.
Yeah. We're looking Erica for a week
Like,
in a
what
room in
the
with
hell is
theater.
Here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Erica
say
will go to sleep the entire time.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm looking at the
I'll poke you awake.
Carlos, you got
I'm
me on the next
also-
one.
I'm like,
Yeah, no,
what
okay.
Kroll?
Yeah, Predator for me. Kroll is the one. Okay, it was like a 5-fingered looking blade that he would throw it, and then he would command it, and it would come back. And at the end, at the movie,
Like
spoiler
Thor.
alert, but it's been like 30, 40 years.
That's how I'll
So
go
yeah,
with,
sort of
I'll
ish.
go with Thor.
Yeah, it's sort of ish. But at the very end of the movie, he never got the weapon back because it was meant to kill like the final demon thing, and then he couldn't get it back, so it got stuck in the demon and it killed him. But yeah, Conan the Barbarian is the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's an original one. It's where like a lot of that barbarian stuff was ever based out of, because he was the only guy who was ripped at the moment and had the physique and what they were looking for. So since I know apparently about this, and I know that Vern will know about this as well, I'm going to go with Kroll. Although I like Conan as well, but
We'll save that one for Vern. In the
Yeah.
chat, it looks like Wonder Woman, Captain Marvel tied. Ace Ventura won that one. Gremlins won, and Aliens won so far. Just on that.
Yeah.
Indiana. Okay, here we go. Indiana Jones or the Mummy?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana.
I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones, and I like the
Social.
Mummy. I like the Mummy. Drink. There we go.
Next cup.
I like Brandon Fraser.
Yeah.
I miss Brandon Fraser. He was a good guy. Well, he is a good guy still.
The girl is on.
Hey.
Ashley Murray, my sister-in-law, my sister is watching. She's hanging out.
To her.
Brooke's sister,
Oh,
my
she's
other
on too?
sister, is on. Yes,
Yeah.
so they are both on. Happy birthday, Ashley. We love you so much.
Yes.
You are such a great mommy and such a good wife.
Is
finally
watching
a wife. And Brooke can never stop messing with the unmute button over there. And
See when
we love you. You're so great, and I can't wait to see you on Saturday again. See when you start hitting buttons, don't touch the unmute button.
I imagine Brooks
No,
and
it
Conte, the meme
automatically
of the
plays.
Well, yes. When you click into Facebook so she's watching it on the Zoom. If you click over into the Facebook and
yeah.
up to watch the video, it automatically starts with the sound on. All right. Now
right,
to
next
the
one.
next
She
one.
said she wants to do shots.
What?
Yeah.
Coffee Patron.
Yes, we need to get rid of it.
And by get rid of it, we mean
Drink it.
drink it. Mom wants the bottle.
She wants the bottle back.
gave
She was
me-
already asking
So my
about
mom
it.
gives me a bottle.
Well, we saw
around
the bottle.
Christmas time. We were
in
going over
the-
helping sort out Christmas presents and everything like that. And I look up and I go, "Why
She
do you
was
have a
just-
bottle? Whose is that?"
Well, she was just
And it
too
was a
tired
bottle
and
of
stuff
coffee
to sort
Patron.
all the presents. So
And I
TJ
go,
"Oh."
was the sorter.
I go, "Whose is
And-
that?" And she's like, "Oh, I just bought it because the bottle's cool." And I was like, "What are you gonna do with it?" She's, "Nothing." Okay, I'm gonna take it home and we're gonna drink it, and I'm gonna bring you back the bottle. She's, okay, that's fine. Boom. So now we have to drink the bottle. So
Oh yeah, have to.
Ashley, thick faces.
We could do baby Guinness.
Yeah.
We'll have to buy some Baileys, but that's fine.
Carlos, anyways, they're coming back over this weekend. All
Yeah,
right,
okay, got it.
Big Daddy or Happy Gilmore? That's a fun one.
Oh man,
Happy
Big
Gilmore.
Daddy or Happy Gilmore? That's a tough one.
I'm gonna
Happy
go
Gilmore.
with Happy Gilmore, but I love both of those.
You know what? This I don't know why this really hit me for some reason, but Big Daddy really got me. It really did. So I like Happy Gilmore.
I
Right.
love Big Daddy and I love Happy Gilmore. It's a tie for me. I don't know. That's a tie for me.
Is
but
that like a
then
chug
again,
your drink?
now
You
that I'm
can't
a-
have a tie.
now
You
that
gotta chug
I'm
your
a
drink.
daddy though, I'm like, I'm gonna have to go with Happy Gilmore though. Sorry, Carlos.
What?
Oh, thanks. All right.
All right, and in the terms of Mrs. Doubtfire or Aladdin,
Robin Williams version.
Robin Williams, yeah, Robin.
Aladdin.
Williams.
Okay.
Aladdin, but Will
oh,
Smith did do a great job remaking that. I have to like commend him because that was amazing.
The remake was really good.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There it is.
Again, TJ, just remember, TJ, that whenever you do this to me, when you're picking like one actor with 2 great movies, I hate you.
Well, good. It'll be there every week. As you can see, there's 3 more of them. After this one.
Yeah, no, I just noticed. I'm going like, son of a. This is what I get for letting you guys know that you can change something. Yeah, thanks.
You said I updated.
But yeah,
what you got? Miss Doubtfire or Aladdin?
Miss Doubtfire. I love Aladdin too, trust me. But Miss Doubtfire, I'm sorry, so many quotes from that movie, and he did such a great role with that. Not to say he didn't in Aladdin.
I love
that movie, but I am going to go with Aladdin because upon doing some research, how much there's a lot in there that was improvised.
Yeah, it was.
Which there was in Miss Doubtfire as well, but in Aladdin, when you watch all of the lines and the way that comes together and how fast the genie spoke and talked and went through all these crazy things that he put together, like for Robin Williams to do all of those voices and all these different character voices and whatnot, just really, really quick, and some of it was improv, that's insane to me. So that Aladdin has to stand out to me on that one. What the chat room said.
Doubtfire.
Fight
Aladdin.
Club or 7?
Fight Club.
7.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? So yeah.
I have to go with Fight Club. I took years to watch Fight Club. I did not watch it when it first came out. It took me a few years to watch it, and then when I finally watched it, wow, this is messed up. It's all over the place out there. Same with 7, but I think
I love 7.
Fight Club's gonna take it. All right,
That was a good psychological third.
Which we discussed her being incredibly super gorgeous. The Breakup or We're the Millers?
We're the Millers.
Millers.
I have not seen either.
Oh,
Carlos!
You need a drink. Sorry, buddy. You got a drink.
Yeah,
you got 2 sips you got to take. That's 2 great movies that you need to see. Because The Breakup is with Vince Vaughn. And it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And it's a really funny movie.
It's hilarious, but it's kind of a chick flick.
Yeah,
We Are the Millers.
Funny. We're the Millers is straight.
Is hilarious.
Straight.
That's okay. That's the one with Jason Sudeikis or something like that.
No regrets. No regrets.
Yeah,
no regrets. No regrets.
Regrets. There we go. Regrets.
That's a good segment of Patrick said Robin Williams was a panhandler in the corner before being brought in for Mork.
Oh.
Who's Mork?
Mork and Mindy?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nanu. Okay, never mind.
I know what you're talking about.
Listen,
back in the 80s.
70s. You knew Land Before Time and Land Before Time 2.
And one through like 17.
That was the extent of Brooke's movie knowledge. You can ask her sister. Who is out there in the chat right now with the other 14,000? There we go. All right. Music.
Oh,
Music.
Ed, no, hold on.
Go ahead.
Eddie just posted one right there. I'm like, didn't we have that one as one of our choices?
Oh yeah. So
I'm gonna go with Half Baked on that one.
Eddie, we'll take that one. Half Baked or How High? I'm going with Half Baked just because that one I know better. That
is classic.
Yeah.
That is classic.
Yeah, for me, Half Baked.
Margarita on weed. Maybe.
For me, it was Half Baked. I didn't watch How High until later, so Half Baked stood out to me a lot more.
I mean, it didn't come out until later.
Yeah, I think that's fine. What's up, Kyle? Welcome back. Sarah Flynn.
Hola, my peoples.
All right, music. Motley Crue or Def Leppard?
No clue who either of them are.
What? I am more American than you.
Oh, we need just like a hip hop segment. That's what we got to get to. Like we have
or R&B. I mean,
R&B. I got a little bit of that. All right, I'm going Motley Crue.
I've seen Motley Crue live at least. I tried for Def Leppard one time, but apparently they canceled or something.
Yeah,
but Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
Ozzy Osbourne or AC/DC? She's like, I don't know. I'm over here listening to Jodeci.
I know Ozzy eats bats. That's about all I know.
was Ozzy.
Ozzy took the head off the bat on stage.
He started
Oh, is he why we have the
coronavirus.
corona? Yeah.
Oh, he's not why we have.
No.
How did we not realize this?
I was
sooner?
being funny. I apologize, Ozzy.
I'm at a loss of if you've ever
I'm
watched,
surprised
if
he doesn't
anybody-
have his own disease.
Have you
but-
guys watched him talk? Have you seen him speak in the last 2 years ever or ever?
Nope,
That's
he
since
probably
the
can't.
Osborne show.
There is a lot of things that don't
It's
fire
even worse
properly
than
anymore.
the Oz.
And-
Osborne
Oh,
show.
really?
Oh yeah,
He was
Wait.
shaking
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what's that disease?
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Yes, thank you.
But when you do an interview with him, he's out there. He is out there,
Yeah.
and not all the
What you
thoughts are
can
fired.
understand,
But
is
apparently,
out there.
when he gets on stage and sings,
He's still clear as day.
Back.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
like
that's a-
kids with autism and things like that
Right.
when they're focused on what they. It's like, whomp, like, dang.
I'm gonna
Except
skip.
for him, it's drugs.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it was lots of drugs. I'm gonna skip the next one because Eric will be like, I don't know, and I don't know. Notorious B.I.G. or Puff Daddy?
Big.
Yeah.
Puffy was more commercial. Biggie was more street cred, I think. So I'm gonna go with Big.
I'm with Big.
Me too.
Faith Hill.
I
or
stand with
Shania
Big.
Faith.
Faith Hill. Yeah.
Can I just choose both?
Twain? Can I be in the middle with both of them?
Carter's like, I want that sandwich.
EBJ won't let you.
Yeah, all of a sudden, I like country music, but yeah, I'll go with
Is
Faith.
this one next? Is that really a question? That's really a
That was
question.
that was the Carlos. That was the Carlos. Carlos,
That was a Justin
I'll let
duel.
you say
That was because.
the next three.
All right,
We're
sure.
good
Because
at
because these are kind of like pop star things, but this one I just did more mainly for the first name. But either Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake.
You should be shot in JT.
Yeah, I
She
was
just
like,
went-
you.
She went with the
Why is this?
Justins, like, oh,
Why
that's-
is this the thing?
I would
Justin
no.
Timberlake
I know.
there.
I would figure. I
Baby,
would figure
baby. No.
you know more than I do already.
straight up.
But no, but still, but there are people that really do like them. There are believers or whatever.
Yeah, but they're
thing.
wrong.
They're
I
the
love-
same ones drinking your juice from your cleaning supplies.
I'm sorry, Timberlake.
I
is
love-
a guy.
My sister
Sorry.
has commented on all of these, and she picks the opposite to me every time.
Really? That's funny.
Every time.
Except for JT, she did choose JT on this one. So-
Timberlake was
Okay.
one of the. Yeah, just nope. He takes cake on that one. Sorry.
My sister hasn't commented. My
All right,
Sister-in-law.
so-
sister-in-law has commented.
Okay, so we got the next one here. So we have NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. 90s feud.
Which one was JT in?
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
But I still like
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys
Backstreet was
better
better.
than
They
NSYNC.
did-
Wait,
I
hold
thought-
on. So which one with the Wahlbergs in?
Not.
Not. They were new kids.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're saying everything but the ones we're asking for.
Apparently, I apologize.
Which one had the black guy? That's Boys to Men.
No, I knew that they were all white
No,
boys.
that's no. If that's the case, it would have been either Blackstreet or Boys to Men. So
There is a Black Street.
there is one.
yeah. So you know, since we brought up Blackstreet or Boys to Men, I like Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
I'm
All right.
with I'm on Backstreet and NSYNC, and then the next one was Boys to Men or Jodeci.
Ooh. I might still have to go with Boys to Men, but I do love some Jodeci.
I'm Boys to Men. I
Boyz
threw
II
that
Men.
one in
Boys to
there
Men.
Too funny.
Alrighty. Our
Yeah.
guest
So
made his appearance.
Did he make his way? Yeah,
Yes.
Dr. V.
the doctor is on.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome. We were just closing out the segment of You Decide, where we pick two things and you got to decide which one you want. And if you're the only one that picks it, you have to drink. If we all pick it, it
Right.
becomes social.
Right.
So,
But
yeah,
we've saved,
ready?
we've saved the special segment for him afterwards. So I think we can just kind of start with that. And
Yeah.
before we start with the good doctor here,
Your
our drink
background's
of
cooler
today.
than mine, and I have a fake background. Sorry.
Mine's real.
You
We
got
can tell, we're looking.
cool stuff in the background.
Right over here, I have my Luke and Leia, Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah, I see
don't
a
know
bunch of cool stuff.
There's a whole bunch of Star Trek collectible glasses in their boxes right here.
Yes. Love it.
Let me
Yeah.
jot down these GPS coordinates right quick.
About that address, IP address.
I got you.
Carlos, are you making a drink?
Yeah, I just finished pouring it right now. I was just drinking real quick all the leftover water since I was holding onto the ice here. But tonight's drink is going to be a dark and stormy because since I bought ginger beer last week for the last drink, and I never
I
touched
bought
that
a
stuff.
six-pack.
Yeah, so I had to find a way to get rid of it. So I made another drink with ginger beer. So this one's again a dark and stormy. It is 2 ounces dark rum, 3 ounces ginger beer. You just put it in a glass, and you can garnish it with a lime wedge. I'm not opting for the lime wedge tonight, but I will post the ingredients here shortly. So a dark and stormy.
If you pour it in a glass you stole from your favorite.
I was
local
gonna say, did Dad know that you took that cup there, buddy?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He let me take it. By the way, he let me take it. Okay.
Mm.
Sure he did.
So
Yeah.
hey,
Dad.
this
night.
this was my gift this was my gift for being an American. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Dad,
Oh,
TJ or not TJ,
that's
Carlos
true.
stole a cup.
He did get that the night that he graduated to becoming American.
Scratches.
Yes.
Hey,
That's worth
Vern.
Yeah.
First time in 10 years, no Cinco de Mayo bikini contest.
I know,
10
man.
years.
That's
10.
nuts.
It's insane.
Were you sad?
My life feels incomplete
It does.
without at least 2 bikini contests a year.
That's yeah.
We should do one when it's cold, like
Yes.
Christmas.
We
Yes.
did do one.
We-
It wasn't at
A
Winners. It
long
was
time ago,
before.
we did one.
It was before this new Winners opened, and we did it at Mojo's, and
And
it was in
awesome.
December, and the girls were shivering.
It was
It
so
was bad.
great.
I would have been there.
We loved it.
My band played at Mojo's one time on that outer patio area.
Yeah. Yep.
It was like 108 degrees out there, and they had these like misters running, and it kept making their bass go out of tune because their bass was getting wet. I miss Mojo's.
This is so not normal. So leading right in, Vern, give the friends and family and everybody, give everybody here a little bit of background on family life.
Family life.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You know you got a wife.
I have a family. I have a wife. I have
You got an awesome wife.
3 daughters, 8 grandchildren. I come from Bartow. I'm actually a native.
Hey, right on. I didn't know that. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Well, we try to hide these days. We are in the minority. That's a fact. So
It's
yeah.
you and Bobo.
Hey, my sister was Bartow.
Yeah.
About the water tower. That's all I hear from Bobo.
Worse than that.
My sister's Bartonian.
Now, yeah.
I was about to say that. I was about to say worse than that. I actually am from Bartow originally. Started living in Lakeland as an adult because I got smarter, and that's the way that is. But yeah, everything's kind of chilled around here for me because now there's no kids or grandkids or anybody else in the house during this thing.
Nice.
My wife, Stephanie, works for Rita Staffing, so she's been like staffing that Walmart distribution center out there in Davenport. So I don't really see her much. So it's pretty much me and the dogs these days, and they're right here, like both right here. I can't move at all. So, and of course,
What kind of dogs
and a whole
do you
bunch
have?
of video games. Yeah, what kind of dogs you got?
I have a Jack Russell.
Oh wow. How old is
Everybody
he?
reacted. Everybody just reacted like, oh.
But why?
Listen, he's not crazy energetic. I used to have one like that. My first Jack Russell I had years ago, his name was Corky because he reminded me of the scene in Corky Romano with all the cocaine. He was like constantly. This one is he's a special ed dog. I didn't know dogs could be special, but he's definitely special. In his own world most of the time. And my other dog is a hold on, I'm gonna screw this up. A Belgian Shepherd, like one of those like Eastern European shepherds, not like a big German Shepherd, but like more athletic. She is a bundle of energy and weighs about 70 pounds.
Wow.
They are both named after Star Trek Deep Space Nine characters.
Nice.
the Jack Russell is Constable Odo, and my Belgian Shepherd, her name is Moogie.
Aw.
Nice.
So that's. I don't know what else I got. That's about it for me. I'm like pretty boring after that.
No,
It's
cool, fun.
Are your dogs your personality?
Just the big one. Yeah, that's me. I'm prone to flights. I might chase the mailman. I don't know. I definitely don't like squirrels. I'll tell you that.
They keep eating Brooke's vegetables. It pisses her off.
Trooper has now
And
decided
now
he's
the
going to eat
Dalmatian
my
is eating her
vegetables.
vegetables, so she's-
He's a vegan now. Great.
I feed him with a newspaper, but it gets emailed to us. I'm like throwing my computer at it. Knock it off!
That's a really expensive newspaper.
Moogie's the weirdest dog ever. She was actually the last thing that Steph's dad, Steve, bought her for a present, which means I can never take her back.
Right.
As
Yeah.
much as I would like to. But she's a weird dog. She eats like if Stephanie breaks out like the cutting board to start doing up fresh vegetables, the dog is like right there. What's got? You got a broccoli stalk? I'll eat that, man. I don't like. She eats vegetables, like all vegetables. It's really weird.
What are we
They
doing? Stuffed
say-
peppers tonight? What's going
Yeah.
on?
They say that Dalmatians will eat vegetables and stuff as snacks, and I tried to give him to Trooper. He just looks at me like I'm trying to poison him.
Chicken woman.
I know everyone's like, cut up carrots. I love carrots. And I try to give it to him. He like paws at it and then it doesn't do anything. And then he's uninterested. He liked the blueberry because he could roll it across the floor. That's about it. He smushed it and then he was done with it.
Vern, tell everybody about the band. Talk about the band a little bit.
Let's see. Seems like there should be something around here with the band on it. There's just, it's out here. It's outside of the range. I have this. Come to me.
He's gonna fall out of the chair, and we're gonna get a YouTube clip.
I have
And,
this.
and two dogs are gonna go off running.
I have something. This is when we pressed our. This is our first album actually. Band Sci-Fried. I was in the band from 2009, which this album came out in 2009, and I'm trying to think, was our last December 2017 was our final album, and that's pretty much about it. I got to travel a lot of places and do a lot of stuff over that period of time.
Is that when you got stuck in the snowstorm?
Mhm.
The last trip, the last trip of the band was this trip where we were going to MagFest. We were supposed to be playing MagFest. We were one of the evening headliners, and so half the band flew, and Chuck and I drove
the gear,
the equipment, and then about somewhere around South Carolina, we got caught in that. I think they called it a burst cyclone or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty much instantly like blizzard weather. The roads were all iced up. We got stuck on the side of the road, spent the night in the car, and the next day we were supposed to perform that night, and we're still in South Carolina. And basically, the cop that was at a Waffle House, because they never close those, and this cop says, it's like this all the way to Richmond. You're not going to go that way, and so we had to come back. And yeah, so the other guys troopered on, and they went and rented equipment and stuff to like do a 3-man version of the show, and didn't work out that well. And then the leader of the band decided to call a hiatus right after that. So that was
Pretty long running hiatus.
Yeah, it was in 2018, so I'm pretty much thinking that's not going to come back. So these days, I just DJ. Well, I did.
And then the Corona came, and Walking Dead took over, and
So is that how you got into like promotional things and DJing and stuff? Is because the band stopped?
No, I actually was doing that first.
Oh, okay.
I was in a band years ago that made me quit bands. That was about the time. Hold on a second. Stop it. Dogs. Like, that's my foot. I need to be able to move it.
Really?
Yeah, like I started off DJing after the first band I was in broke up. It was like that one hurt because I was like all in heart wise. You know, you've been a musician, TJ. You know what's up, and I felt like so bad about how that thing ended that I just swore I swore I'd never do that again. So I just started using my equipment, DJing, karaoke, weddings, you know, my favorite class reunions, stuff like that. And I started doing that, and then I was
watching.
wow. Like in 2000, well, around the time of the original Winter Circle, you know, I had like a lot of karaoke business at that time, and had other people working for me. And this guy that I knew from going to Star Trek conventions, nerd, and I met this guy, and he showed up at my karaoke show one night. And he goes, "Hey, what about getting in a band and singing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I don't do that anymore." And that was it. And then like he came back like a couple of months later and he goes, "Listen, just come over and hear what we've done. I think you'll be really into this. And I'm not like saying you can tell me what you want to do. You can write your own ticket here or whatever." And I dug what they had done. And so I thought that would be a cool thing to do. And it really was, man. I met a lot of people all over the country. And now I come back here and, you know, that and $10 will get me some coffee at Starbucks. So
Hey, you did have a Scooby van, though.
I did have a Scooby van. And here's a good piece of advice for anybody that might be watching. Don't get a Scooby van. You will be pulled over and told every piece of equipment that is not functioning on that van, especially when you live in Bartow.
Oh, that's yep.
Coming home from work at 2 o'clock in the morning, and in Bartow they roll the sidewalks up about 9:45. So if
8:30,
so if you're out after that and you're in a Scooby van, you're going to get pulled over.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Vern, if I may call you Doctor.
You bet.
So, I myself know that you're really involved in a lot of things. Like I said, playing bands, doing the DJ work and whatnot. But you know, for yourself, what do you do outside of everything else? You know, hobby-wise. You know, when you're not doing all this work and everything else, what is it?
Video games, but I play a lot. Actually, I'm a gaming enthusiast, so that kind of just started like, well, I was born at the right time. I'm Generation X, and so I was just thinking about this today for a video that I'm trying to work on. I want to do some. I want to start a YouTube channel, doing a lot of retro gaming stuff because of my interest in that stuff. And I was thinking about this today. In 1977, man, what a great year that was for me. I got to see Smokey and the Bandit in the theaters like 75 times. I got to see Star Wars in the theaters about 75 times.
Yeah.
That's true.
Arto had a 2-seater. Smokey and the Bandit and Star Wars dominated that year.
Yeah.
So by Christmas of that year, I'm like, man, what a great year. I watched the end of the World Series that year. Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs for the Yankees. Great year, man. December 25th rolls around and I got an Atari that year for Christmas. And that was it. My parents did this to me. They're the ones that made it. I didn't even ask for that game system.
Oh, yeah. Blame the parents. Okay.
It was. I mean, of course, arcades at that time were a social thing. Not like they weren't Chuck E. Cheese. They weren't for kids' birthday parties. There were places where people smoked and gambled. And
Gambled.
you had to go up and put a quarter on the machine if you wanted to play again. You had to stand there. So I kind of grew up in that. So I love games from the arcade. Of course, they never kind of matched up. But over the years, it kind of caught up. And now I'm like into doing things like, I don't know, modding machines and putting all those games on them. And
Yeah.
it just, I don't know. It's a sick hobby. I probably need help.
No, you're good. You're good.
Now, do you mean you need help with all the work, or just need help in general?
In general.
Okay. Clarification.
That's a good one. Important. I'm a gamer. I do videos, graphic art stuff, just mostly for fun. Unless somebody wants to pay me that's watching this, and I'll do some. I will definitely do that for you.
What's your console of choice? Like, what's your favorite one?
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. My favorite.
You broke him. You broke America.
They broke them.
Oh man.
I'm good at that.
Probably going back, it's not going to be something that people think. Like everybody always goes, "Oh, I'm a Nintendo guy," or "I'm an NES Super Nintendo guy," or whatever. And I love all those. I pretty much have love for most systems that exist. I won't say all, because there's some systems that would.
Which one is your least favorite?
Oh man.
I figured that might be an easier question.
Yeah. He's probably asking now, how much time you got?
Killing my dog. My least favorite, that's a tough one too, man, because there's some that are endearingly bad. Like Virtual Boy. Virtual Boy is a terrible console, but there's some endearing about a system that they literally put out with a warning.
Drink!
Drink!
I said literally. God damn it.
Drink!
Stop it.
You got any more?
That's the key word.
You got any more?
You guys
You're welcome.
All right, game on.
Also, I'm drinking Crown Royal tonight
Yeah.
Hey.
because I don't know where to be. So. There's nothing in there but Crown Royal. So,
Attaboy,
heck
attaboy.
so if I start
wavering, you'll be all right.
if I lean, that's going to be the message.
Me with it. Rock with it.
My all-time favorite game system to get back on that is the TurboGrafx 16, probably.
Wow.
There's a lot of games on that system that I really loved. There's been a lot of them like it. The Dreamcast was amazing. I owned all those at the time they came out, but I also made some bad decisions. I had the, worst. I spent an awful lot of money on the 3DO.
Oh.
That was a pretty unfulfilling system.
Yeah.
That's
I've
what she
never
said.
heard of it, so I'll take your word for it.
The worst, man. It's hard to find a worse system than like the Atari Jaguar. Just every game sucks. The controller sucks. Their commercials about doing the math and getting 64-bit sucks. It was a bad way for Atari to go out, but
Yeah.
I also like to find oddities, things that I like to play through MAME and other emulators for arcades. You can play pretty much anything you ever played in the arcade at home, and there's a lot of those games that never had a home conversion at all. And then some of them had home conversions that were real bad, like the Atari Pac-Man, yeah, it was terrible. I mean, so I dig finding those and seeing if I can find a way to play them properly, like Tron, the arcade game, or stuff like that. Like oddities. I'm into oddities.
You got I was saying you have the system that you've modded that has just tons and tons and tons of games on it, and that's just the coolest thing because you can roll through 7 or 10 different systems, and here's the Dr. Vern version of it that is all organized to chaotic organization put into here it is, boom, and you take 10,000 games.
Yeah, they got one of those at Winners, the Retrocade that I modded. It was so easy to do, and the hardest part about that was making all the graphics.
Yeah,
I had to find all the graphics for the games, and some of those are in Japanese. And thank God for Google Translate. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't always trust it. I'll tell you this much. Don't always trust it.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Especially not for Portuguese.
Yeah.
I only use it to translate to Klingon, usually.
Oh, God.
Very good.
It does work for that.
So
The nerd is strong with this one.
With life coming back online a little bit, we got trivia starting back up next week.
And if you know something I don't know, I hope so. The last I heard from your dad there was that we were going to try to get it going back up this week, which would be nice because I miss trivia. I do.
Yeah. And 25% capacity means we need 30 people.
But he said the 25% capacity is 38 people, and that's a hell of a trivia night. I'll take that.
Got good winning odds of winning.
I feel
Is that for
I feel like
inside or inside outside? And I'm sorry.
that is inside.
Okay.
I feel like we should just move trivia to the outside where we
I
can
know.
do-
I was like, dang, just move outside.
I'm a large guy, and when it's warm outside, I prefer not to.
You can do trivia from the inside and to put the speaker.
You could have a speaker outside.
because
Yeah.
that's easy
And the
to
people
do. Is
who
just
are-
run.
The people who are outside and still play,
Yep. So we can do trivia to both sides.
it's a good idea.
I had not thought of that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to come up with an alternate plan for Wednesday nights, though, so I don't have to go back to the bingo right away.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you've ever seen the bingo cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
They're
get anybody to touch.
bulky and heavy and yeah.
I thought about wiping them down with like Lysol, but then I don't want people to know how clean they are now.
Right.
Ruin everything.
Yeah. And going to like a printout of paper is just wasteful paper because you can play how many games.
Is there an app for that?
I wonder.
Gotta be something.
Well, what's
Do
his
we
name?
build one?
Kevin
Should be.
has the bingo.
Yeah, what about
system.
Kevin's bingo system might work on that. I don't know, maybe.
I can print paper cards with that system. So
Yeah,
maybe,
I don't know. Something to think about, but the alternative.
I would love to have an app.
Yeah.
I actually have been thinking about kind of rolling out this movie trivia game that I have.
Yeah.
I found it by accident. I was ordering a whole bunch of stuff from my game store. Like right now, you can't see it, but there's like piles like this all around my area right here from games that I order and sell online on eBay. And so I got a box in the other day, and it had this. It's a movie trivia game. It's based on Seen It, but it was made for
Yeah, old school seen it, man.
yeah. It was made. They made it for the Xbox, and it comes with like 4 like team like buttons that you push like you're the first person in. You like game show buttons. And then like you answer from the past. So it could have 4 teams. I thought it would be a nice intimate
Yeah.
trivia thing. So, maybe.
I won't tell you that oh yeah, well.
Oh wait.
You should play a game called Strip Seen It.
The best.
It was the best.
Because you've seen it. All of it.
Then you get to see it. All of it. Bless you, Erica.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna murdering my dog. I missed it. What I missed?
I sneezed and I muted my mic so they wouldn't hear me.
Seen it. That's
Strip
what you
Seen
missed.
It. That's what you missed.
It was good stuff.
It was great stuff. Back in the day.
So a very quick question, actually, because I know that you've been doing, not only all this work from right now, but you were talking about having other ideas about other things that you want to start getting into. So you want to share a little bit of that with us, but not enough so people can copyright you, or
If you're stealing from me, then you're the low guy. Come on.
And I was fine. No.
These days, I the way I like to think about things is, people don't know, but I mean, I did almost 30 years in different retail stuff for like.
I thought you were going to say prison for a second.
I definitely too. I was like, I have no idea. What?
I did 30 years
Yeah.
for retail.
Yeah, like not prison. It's close. Retail is very close to prison. I wrote a song about that on one of our Sci-Fi albums.
Yeah.
Get me out of retail. It's a great song. Yeah. So I did a lot of work with. Do you remember the video industry, children?
What?
It was huge in the video industry. I worked in that industry for a long time. So promotions and stuff like that just kind of roll with it. It just kind of came off of that byproduct of that. And I got tired of working for other people. So at that point, I made the decision to be self-employed. Don't become self-employed.
Oh,
Jesus.
I love it.
Well,
I love it too, but
Yeah, I'm like, we're all self-employed here.
yeah, wrong crowd.
it's great.
Become self-employed in the 2000s.
It was really great when I first started it. It was. Now I'm getting a little older, and healthcare would be nice. I haven't been to a doctor since the 90s.
Why start now?
Unless you got the coronavirus, you don't need to.
I got a lot of other stuff wrong with me. I mean, really.
All right, fair enough.
Some of it's up here, but okay, most of it.
At least it's above the waist, so you're good.
Uh,
High five me.
No.
high five. That one deserves a social because that was a pretty good one.
Thanks.
I like it.
We didn't make a drink when Carlos made a drink.
Oh, it's out there. It just needs to be.
I'm gonna kick my dog out. Hold on a minute.
All right.
Yep.
Get out.
I better not hear the,
All right,
the
first
yelps.
things first, I'll be back.
Brooke, grab and drink.
Oh my god.
Now
It's a
look,
run- it's a
you
run-
look at Yoda on the chair or the pillow, whatever that is.
Get me the pillow.
Yeah.
Get me the pillow.
My mom made that
Get me the
pillow.
pillow.
You can't have it. My mom made it. She's no longer around.
Oh, sorry.
Now you feel bad.
Thanks for bringing us down.
Been gone a long time. There's an Enterprise that's really cool over there. It's a drone. I can't get to it right now because what you can't see is that looks like it's a really cool background. That's actually on the other side of the room. And between me and the other side of the room are about 14 systems that I need to do some work to get ready to sell.
Get on it, man.
Well, when I say do work to them, I of course mean mod them as well.
Yeah.
Like, so I got like a couple of Wii's in here. They mod very well.
Hold up, you can mod a Wii?
Oh, totally, man. They are one of the more moddable machines. As is.
I'm not stuck with this Wii in my 5 games that I have. I can actually do something.
Oh, you need to give me. You need to.
Oh, yeah.
Over here.
I'm going to give you my Wii.
You don't just re-image them so that's already done? You don't have to spend that much time on it?
I wish I could say that was true, but no. They're all individual. They're all kind of unique, and some of them have like you have to have the machine, and then they have to like flash the machine, and then you have to like build it. So it's kind of like depending on the machine. Like the Retrocade that TJ was talking about, they have at Winners. Those are just little cards. I just
Yeah, I
basically
thought about buying one, just giving you the Retrocade to do, but
But the Wii, I'm telling you, the Wii, especially if you have one. Do you have one with the 4 controller ports on the side behind the little door?
no.
We got like the original.
No, it's like the original Wii.
If it's the original
like
Wii,
I bought it for him when it came out.
oh, see, that's how you knew she was a keeper.
Yeah. Oh no.
Ooh, video game.
That's not exactly how. But
It's when I threw up on his car on our first date.
it was
Aww.
that. She tried to face with me with Long Island's, and she didn't realize, like, dude, I'm a pro.
His dad owns a bar.
Yeah, he's from New York.
Come on. You want to keep up with me? You're talking to me?
It was a bad idea.
It was a terrible idea.
Really bad.
Especially, we switched to Long Beach teas because Long Island's just started to taste funny.
Right, and the Long
It
Beach
was
teas
not
had
a
like a
ruby.
little fruity flavor, so it makes it feel like it's not that much alcohol.
So that was her shift. Anyways, back to the week.
What I want to know, what is the drink that has had you the sickest?
Ooh,
What
my 21st birthday.
Yeah. What
were you drinking?
What did you give me on my birthday?
Four
No.
Horsemen.
Doesn't
Four Horsemen. Yeah.
doesn't count if you're
Yeah,
mixed.
for
You had to have been drinking like the same thing all night. It doesn't count if you like got pounded this and pounded that.
Sex on the beach.
Do you have to be of legal drinking age, or is
No,
it
no.
like-
What is the one that got you? Brooks, no.
No.
Well, no. Me and my friend Jamie were house sitting for her uncle in high school, and instead of paying us to house sit, he said, "I'll buy you
He's
each."
a cool uncle. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll buy you each a bottle of liquor, and but obviously you're at my house. You're not leaving. You can't have anyone over. You both can get a bottle of liquor. What do you want?
Boom.
We had no idea what liquor even was. So
We
we're
want
just
some
like,
ABC
what is
vodka.
this? We're like, vodka and tequila.
Oh,
Vodka and tequila.
Oh,
So
God.
just vodka and tequila. And we had no idea that you mixed alcohol with anything. So we were just taking
it's like me.
out of the bottle, drinking out of the bottle. We both, she was in the master bathroom throwing up, and I was in the spare bathroom throwing up like the entire night. We, like occasionally, but in between getting sick, we'd check on each other.
You want
You
another
okay?
shot?
You okay?
Good,
Yeah, you
another
okay?
shot.
It was that.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of
We
drinking,
were like 17.
when you're young and you don't really know what it's all about yet,
Yep.
anybody ever do the like? See, that sounds like a classic mistake right there. Like, what do you want to drink? Vodka. But then, do you ever think like when you were trying to drink that like you saw people in the movies do it, so you think like this much is a good bit, you know? Like, not knowing that that's like 4 times what you need to actually drink.
Yeah. Like this
Yeah,
much
I'm still working
drink,
on this one drink.
Totally fine. Just drink that.
Yeah. We went. Mine is margaritas.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it does because it ruined them for me for a little while.
Go to Mayo.
They had. Anybody remember John's in Bartow, the old lounge in Bartow?
Nope.
No. God, I'm old. John's had a lounge. It was one of the only lounges in Bartow that was respectable enough to stay, out of trouble.
Sure.
Yeah, we went there and they had quarter margarita night.
Oh.
Yeah, my kind of place.
You
Sounds like
bought
Vegas.
a cup about this size,
Yep.
$5. The rest of the night it was a quarter.
Nice. Winter Circle used to do that.
Yeah.
I would not have been surprised to see my shoes come out of my mouth.
$2 pitchers.
I think for me it was Goldschlager.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go some. Ah,
You dated that.
I get naked.
Mm,
Ugh. I've thrown up a necklace or two. My second wife loved that shit. Oh, I should have known. That was a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone who loves Goldschlager, run.
I also like drinking at 9 a.m. So
Yeah. Yes.
Anybody
Anybody who likes Goldschlager typically likes to drink at 9 a.m. as well.
Only on Gasparilla Day.
Well-
That's
these days it's okay to drink by 9, right?
Yeah, sure.
Totally.
in the quarantine era, yes.
Yes.
The quarantine era. I like that.
Actually, I still think I have the. Okay, I know this is going to be really weird. TMI, you're all welcome ahead of time. But I think I have the funniest, the funniest.
I know, I'm scared.
I think I have the funniest puke story ever.
There we go.
Where and great, hey, Bull just joined, so perfect time to talk about puking.
Hey, well.
So yeah, so I still remember, younger, 17 as well, and I was drinking St. Ides. If y'all remember
What
that
else
one,
do you drink at 17?
exactly.
Get your hands up.
Yeah, Boone's Farm. I don't know. Did you say Boone's Farm?
Listen, I was born on Boone's Farm.
Wasn't that a Shania Twain? Wasn't that a Shania Twain song? Strawberry wine. Anyway.
It was Dina Carter. God, I'm a nerd. All right.
Okay. So yeah, so the story was that I drank 2 different colors and I puked a third color because it blended and it made something else. I'm like, huh. And the first thing I thought in my head is, I'm an artist. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I haven't touched malt liquor in so many years.
Oh, I remember the
Yeah.
days.
Old English.
Four
Winter
Loco
Circle
Mondays.
Yeah, Winter Circle
Malt
Oh,
Liquor
Mondays.
Mondays. Malt Liquor Mondays.
Those are the best.
When Four Locos and the Sparks were a thing.
Man, we closed
Yeah.
the bar, and then by the time we got home, our roommates were continuing Malt Liquor Monday at the house in the pool,
Hot tub.
annihilated. And yeah, there was Sparks
Wait.
and Four Loco, and all
What about
kinds of-
Erica?
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on, Erica.
give us the alcohol story. What'd you
You're
get?
really quiet during this whole time.
No, because I don't drink to throw up. I mean, I've had people throw up that I've driven home, but I'm like,
Didn't intend to go that way. I mean,
Yeah, you never
It never
intended
started
it.
out as
I hear
can't wait
my
to grow
drinks
up
taste
tonight.
like acetone when I make them, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with all this Grey Goose. Like, what is your problem? I'm doing just fine.
that's a tough one.
You can't handle the goose.
He can't. It's pretty
nice,
fine.
It reminds me that the acetone tasting things remind me of
Fireball gummy bears. Cool.
that stuff. Absinthe.
Ooh, I had
Yeah.
some that my friend brought me from Germany.
We have
That is-
indulged in that
You had some with us, right?
responsibly. We have indulged
we-
in it responsibly.
Yeah.
With you guys, I did responsibly. Before, not so much.
Yeah, it tastes like pine sol.
We were very
Yeah,
scared of it.
it's not. It's
Well,
not
don't
delicious.
drink it straight.
You
You
use
have
it with a
there's
sugar cube.
sugar cubes. Yeah, you have
So
to
you're-
Yeah.
strain it over
Yeah,
a sugar
supposed to
cube.
strain it over a
I
sugar
remember
cube.
that until after I did a shot.
It's
Oh,
like green licorice.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
it's
by itself.
terrible by itself.
Best thing I can say
All right.
about it, it makes gin taste great.
Carlos's
Carlos.
favorite. Hey, Vern. So episode 1 or 2, it's the Carlos make a drink segment. Carlos decides that he's going to use the world's largest glass to make himself a drink. Pours it in, makes his drink, takes a big old sip, and
Mind
forgets
you,
that he
it's
hates
with
gin.
gin.
He
Why are we
hates
still on this?
the yeah.
I love a
whole
gin story.
But
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? All I can say is, in the sake of being as unrude as possible, read between the lines.
Unrude.
But yeah. So I've been wanting to get with Vern real quick because it's really just been picking at me the whole time. Vern, I would like for you, since you're a trivia master, I would like for you to ask us a trivia question and see if we can answer the question for you. If we don't get it, then we have to drink. If we get it, you have to drink.
How hard should it be?
not
However,
hard.
That's what she said.
TJ's like, not hard.
Very hard.
She said very hard.
Very, very hard.
Let's make it moderate. Something that you think we might get, but not right immediately off the bat.
Moderate. Okay.
Carlos isn't playing along.
Okay. I'll
Maybe doesn't like it
default to
very hard.
movies because more people know about movies.
Yeah. And if you
guys
can
are-
go with Avengers.
You guys are familiar with Stallone, right?
Hey.
Pretty spot on. Not bad. Okay, well, it just so happens that there have only been 2 movies ever featuring Sylvester Stallone that he dies in. Give me either one of them.
Oh,
crap.
He only died twice.
hold on,
Wait.
He does, but
Did he die in Last Blood? I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
I think it was vague. So yeah, we're throwing that one out. So yeah, 2. There's 2
Okay, all right.
definitely died. Yeah, give me 1.
Expendables 3.
That franchise is not dying for a while. Come on. He's still got old dudes to dig up on that one. He's okay. No,
Where's
it's
Clint in the chat when I need him?
a little old.
Yeah, Clint Randall, where are you at?
I'll give you a clue. One of them, he was like a little later in his career. He was overweight police officer in that one. And the first time he died was in early part of his career playing a union leader.
And the one that he was an overweight police officer. Wait, no, that's okay. That's not what I was thinking. I was like, did he die in the first 90 seconds of the movie? No, that's not right.
I'll give you the hint that Robert De Niro was also in the movie
Gonna drink.
Oh shit.
where he
I
was.
drank too, yeah.
No, it's not helping.
I'm drinking. Got me.
Yes, stumps the chumps. Wait, can I drink too? Just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course.
Please do.
good job, guys. All right, yeah.
What was the movie?
Oh, there's not one. I was just playing. No, I'm just kidding. The one Copland was the one where he's an overweight officer.
Okay, yep.
Dies in
Oh.
Copland. The other one, which was the only role he died in for a very long time, was made in the late 70s. I want to say 78. Movie's called Fist.
Yeah. Cherish
Yeah.
Nicole
Oh.
said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Good
that's
job,
it.
Cherish.
One
Good
of our
job,
friends
Cherish. Good
that
job.
Got fist.
Hey, what are you guys reading? I can't read it.
Chris got fisted.
Well, you can't be
Facebook
sharing Zoom with
Live.
it.
What? How do you do that?
Because you got to go on Facebook and take a look at it.
It's not. It's 90
don't-
seconds. Like 90 seconds
Yeah,
behind.
they're a
So.
little
Yeah.
bit.
I don't care.
Um,
I was chatting.
And Destiny said that she would like you to
Disney
do a
trivia
Disney
night.
trivia night.
A Disney trivia night.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew Pike's apparently in Winter Circle
Andrew.
right now, so
Hey, Andrew, what's up,
good
buddy?
to see you, brother.
He said from Winter Circle. He's like, screw, we ain't working no more. We're done.
Hey, I have a great Disney
Okay.
trivia question.
It's 11.
Yeah.
Mark-
Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay,
I'm
yeah.
sure Destiny wants to
Yeah,
hear it.
Let's see if
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see if the chat room can get it.
See if Destiny can get it.
Yeah.
My mother will be so upset with me because she loves Disney. I'm like, I am letting her down so much, but too bad.
Shoot, Vern, go ahead.
Disney owns like a lot of stuff,
Yeah,
right?
everything.
You know that. Everybody knows that they own a lot of things. What is the
Yes.
property that? What is an entity in one of the properties that most emulates the company of Disney? I'm just fucking with you
What is
guys. It's Star Wars because it's the Empire. They're the Empire. They're the
Ah.
Empire. That's what they've become. Mickey's Palpatine. Let's not fool ourselves.
Yeah, let's not because Disney
awesome.
owns everything. Every bit of media, everything. We were watching something the other day.
A third, only a third. Let's be kind. Only a third.
They own.
That's okay. They're watching their stock prices right now because if that gets too low, they could be hostily taken over.
Hey, which is fine because I own stock, so I'll just keep buying.
Well, hey, Bob Iger is doing a master class right now, so hey,
Yep.
take a lesson from him. So, all right,
He got out.
Vern, thank you for the questions. Oh yeah, he knew when to, so he had his parachute ready. But now here's a question for you, if I may, Mr. Capitan Nerd. All right. So Vern, since you're a retro gamer, obviously we've known that we've been talking about this for some time, though. The first video game console, which is a working prototype, it was named the Brown Box, and it was invented by Mr. Ralph Baer in '67. What was his nickname? And I'll give you three choices, so I'll be easy on you.
Sure.
A, the Video Game King. B, the Father of Video Games. Or C, the Man of Video Games.
I would not refer to him as the father of video games myself, so. But I think that's probably it.
Is that your final answer?
I'm going to say B. Yeah, I'm saying I don't agree with that, but I'll say it because I don't know. Otherwise, I know the Brown Box turned into the original Odyssey. Ultimately,
So now we're sitting here like, all right.
I'm staying with the B. I'm staying with that. Staying with your.
All right, good, because it is.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't think that's right, but
It is.
thanks to the Japanese fellow whose name I can't pronounce, but
B is the correct answer.
yeah, cool.
Nicely
Okay.
done, sir. Carlos, drink.
Why?
Because you
We all
can't-
drank.
You got it.
Oh,
You drink
okay.
double.
All right.
And
Do
Vern,
you
I'm
need
going-
an excuse to drink? I already did.
I don't understand.
I know. Yeah, I really don't, to be honest. I'm just.
All right, one more question for you, Vern.
Pretty good. Yeah, okay.
What is the most current video game system? We're not giving you any clues.
Like that.
System or device?
Nope. What is the
System.
the most current video game device? Basically,
So yeah, which one came out last? Most current.
I believe it's the Switch. I could be wrong.
you are correct.
I believe it's.
Yeah.
2017 Switch. Nothing new in the last 2 years. Way to innovate.
There's about to be some new machines out. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're behind you on the floor.
Uh,
In a stockpile waiting to be modded.
the coronavirus.
The Corona video machines coming to a doorstep near you.
There are two new
Sure,
machines.
all the video game companies are like, we dropped the ball. We didn't have anything for 2019.
That's when they should have done it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
now the coronavirus is going to delay the release of both Xbox's new machine and Sony's new machine
Yeah.
because they can't
They
make
would
them.
have released last year, then they would have been like the system to have.
That's okay though. Just so you know, there's no reason at all at the present time to even go out and jump on one of those newer machines that are coming out. There's very little innovative there's a very little innovative jump between these generations. It's kind of like what we saw last generation, like between the 360 and the Xbox One, PS3, PS4. It wasn't really that big a jump. It's just going to be the same kind of thing again. Really, it's about adding. It's mostly for like video files, like people who are really into 8K and stuff like that. So if you're just a normal gamer, stick with what you like to play that you can get games for. That's always been my motto. I never get sucked in by people's marketing. I don't pre-order games most of the time.
Can you make my Wii let me play Xbox games? How's this work?
What's that?
Can you make my Wii play Xbox games? How?
No, but I can make it play GameCube games.
Can I play Call of Duty or what's up?
They have a Call of Duty on the Wii. It's not very fun to play. But
my little me guy like walking across.
They have a few
Really delayed like by 30 seconds.
My little 8.
You push the button and then it's like.
Hey,
boom.
So Vern E has a segment later and just a little bit that was going to come up that was talking about Apple purchasing a big chunk of VR, Erica? You want to chat about that a little bit? Well,
I was going to pull up the link so I don't lie to you. So hold on 1 second.
Okay. Talking about Apple making a pretty big purchase into the VR area, which is
stupid link.
kind of the way video games are going to go now, to where we strap a phone to our head and.
The VR stuff is really cool. I got to see a lot of that the last couple of trips we took to MagFest, where people were indie developers were like making games. So we saw some really cool ideas that they have with that stuff. I just don't know that it's ever going to be accepted mainstream wise. It's mostly a niche product with the VR stuff, but it sells well. They make a lot of money on it. And Apple, though, is a little bit like Sony was a few years ago, where they are in a position now. Yes, they have, they get their revenue from their phone sales and their equipment. They don't have a format that belongs to them that has crossed over. Like iTunes was really the closest thing they ever had to a market. What's the word I'm looking for? Like the standard, like the standard. So Apple's in a unique position right now because of the companies that are actually making money during this virus. They're one of them. Like their sales are still doing fine. Samsung as well, but there's rumors that Apple's one of the companies interested in buying Disney. So that's out there. That's right now. That's why Disney's trying to make moves to keep their stock up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Erica, do you have the information pulled up already? Or?
Yeah, it's called Next VR is what they purchase, and it's going to be specialized in recording live events like concerts and sports matches to be experienced in VR, according to Bloomberg. And this was actually just posted today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, wow.
So, it says we're heading.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It says we're heading in a new direction. The company has thanked its partners and fans around the world for the role that you played in building this awesome platform for sports, music, entertainment experience, and virtual reality. It says Bloomberg reports that the company is shutting down, suggesting that it's being absorbed entirely by Apple. So they're actually probably going to take the name from Next VR to Apple VR or something. Who knows? Or iVR.
IVR.
IVR. So this will be interesting to see, like with what we talked about at the beginning of the show, how my son's games are going to be viewed for high school.
Right,
And
I was just thinking about that, like with sporting events and concerts not really being with audiences. Is that the next step? Is that where things are going to go? Do you pay a login fee to watch the
Listen,
concert?
I'll pay $50 to watch a Chili Peppers concert inside of a pair of goggles with earplugs put in, and I'll be okay with that. Because I mean, I love going to concerts and whatnot, but I'm totally cool if piping it to a pair of goggles.
yeah, but it's not the same when I can't yell at my son, you jackass, rebound the damn ball either. So
It's way different than watching a high school sport. It's way different.
I really thought you were going to say it's not the same if I can't yell at the Chili Peppers on stage.
no.
Next song, you
I've
jerk.
never been to a concert, so I don't know.
I can see Anthony Kiedis' thing in real life.
You can. It's up closer now. Like,
With the
Zoom
sock.
in, zoom in.
I'm just
Oh
thinking
my god.
because it's VR. Am I gonna get to like be like, oh, here's the Chili's?
Grab a boob.
Turn
Yeah.
around, be like, dude, I can't make this. He's trying to pass. He's trying to pass it. Okay.
Yes. How real are they gonna get? Like, is it my like? If I look to the right, is there my wife just flashing? Like, I'm so wasted. Like, stop it! You're on camera.
Well, I would
That's fine.
expect that to be in there. You know? Yeah,
All
Apple
right. So
have big strides towards like being interested in doing a lot of gaming type centric stuff. So to me, it seems like this is probably more of a move. I think concert footage and like those kind of event videos, they're so spread out all over different streaming services right now. They're screaming for somebody like Apple to kind of throw a rope around them.
Right.
And
If Apple becomes the one, that's the new iTunes platform to where you log in to
And you can watch
IVR or
concerts.
whatever, and you pick the concert that you want to
Just
buy.
pay your admission
and
fee.
boop.
they're not going to have this though, man. This is not going to go. That's not going to be the Apple way.
Yeah, that'll be like a Google Glass.
They're going to have iBuds.
Yeah. Screw that. You're gonna put contacts in. You know what's happening. Yeah.
ooh,
You're gonna put in a pair of contacts, and all of a sudden, zoom, you're there.
if Iron Man can do it, we can do it.
That's just straight retinal implants, like Total Recall style.
Yeah. Demolition. Yeah.
I
Just straight up.
So-
Where do I go?
Okay, so bringing up Total Recall and those kind of things, do we want to start going into the segments of you decides? Because I think I would like to get Vern's input on this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and we can bring the chat room back in on this too.
Yeah,
definitely.
please. So, all right, so chat room, sound off. Okay, you guys plug into this right here and give us your answer. So, Vern, we do what's called you decide. Basically, we're talking about two.
songs, so I can play along the list. You doing movies or music first?
Let's do movies first.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, movies. So, Back to the Future, 1, 2, or 3?
2.
One.
1.
2.
Ooh, there's 5 of us. There's a tiebreaker. What you got?
He said 2.
Is that 2?
Is that 2?
Okay, first of all, 2's the worst.
You know what? You're the worst.
2's terrible. Come on.
Tell me why. Tell us why.
Yeah.
It's got the biggest plot hole of all those 3 movies. Plus, the first movie is I'm going to get this out of the way. The first movie is maybe one of a handful of movies that is perfect. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with the first movie. And there's not that many movies you can say that about. Back to the Future 2 has a huge plot hole, though. Do you remember when old Biff steals the DeLorean and goes back to take young Biff to the sports almanac? And then the car, old Biff ends up back before Marty and Doc even know what happened. And old Biff just kind of falls out of the car and chokes out with his little butt head cane and everything. And like, then they go back and they're like, holy crap, what happened to 1985? And then the doc was like going, well, he went back here and then he caused this alternate timeline. Because the problem with that is if old Biff caused an alternate timeline, he would have never ended up back in the same future with Marty and Doc for them to take the DeLorean back. That's a plot hole. That makes number 2 worse.
You are 100% right in that because it would have been Biff's timeline that he came back to. Yeah?
Right? I'm just saying. 3
Yeah.
had
Yeah, well,
Those of you that
apparently
need a drink.
yeah.
Vern's like,
Wild West.
too, but Vern,
But I'm
All right.
here's my one that I need to know from you: Star
There we go.
Wars or Star Trek?
Hmm.
I think he's gonna go with 2. Yeah,
At the risk of alienating you,
I will not. I won't because I know better.
I have to go
Can
with
you name his dogs?
Yeah, you're Trek over Wars, huh?
that's because how many people are in the chat room?
1,000,
Andrew says I say chug. So he's
it's
five-
Trek. And the
5,000.
reason I say Trek is because Trek it's for adults. Not that I don't love Star Wars. I freaking love Star Wars. But it's kids and space wizards and fantasy. Star Trek is science and stories and character developments. Oh, like I'm getting beat. He's beating.
No, it's Brooks' butt. It's so Brooks' butt. I was trying to hit Brooks' butt.
I had to plug my
agree.
computer in.
And I think if Star Wars now, with all of the different TV shows and all the different stuff that's going on, if that had been introduced way back when Star Trek, and you had all of that come along, if all of the storyline for Star Wars was around back when Star Trek was, I think they would be closer and even. The fact that we're stuck with Star Wars movies and Star Trek shows, and they flip-flop. Now we're getting Star Wars shows, and now we're getting Star Trek movies. So
they got a lot of catching up to do. There's the actual content that's been put out there in the world.
Right.
Star Trek.
With Star Trek, you can go back and watch.
It's a good point, though, especially
12
with
million season.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch Star Wars, you've got 9 episodes.
And
now,
how many of those are good?
Yeah, true. But nope.
Okay, now, I'm sorry here, TJ. I don't know where you put this one because I think it's a pretty easy answer. I'm sorry, but Independence Day or Enemy of the State? Come on, Independence Day.
That was a Will Smith thing. That was a Will Smith.
That was an easy one.
Wait, what'd you say? Independence Day or what?
Enemy of the State.
Awesome.
Well, Enemy of the State hasn't aged well, but at the time when it first came, it freaked people out, man.
Yeah, I did.
I fell into right now.
Right.
Right. Independence Day does too, because 30 days ago they released a video of alien saucers flying across the world. But
good point. No, I think it's Independence Day by quite a margin, just because Data's in it.
Erica?
I agree.
All right, you've seen both?
No.
I will drink to that.
You've seen either?
I've seen Independence Day.
Oh, girl, you need to watch Enemy of the State.
That was a good movie too. Yes, I will
because
agree with that.
It's actually very techy.
But there's no aliens.
No. But it's very Eric. So Erica owns your electronic specialist. She is a computer nerd. She fixes computers, and that's her world. You would like Enemy of the State. It's Will Smith. It's very well done, and it has a lot to do with some government inner workings of video surveillance and all types of things. It's very techy. I think you would like it.
Can you say Snowden?
I did see that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah,
that was a good one. Yeah.
Shocker! I saw that one. Right.
We're gonna switch over to sci-fi, kind of. Captain America or Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
As presented in the MCU.
As presented in current video, yeah.
If you're talking the MCU, Iron Man for sure. But if any other formats, Captain America all day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
explain other formats for.
In the comics, Cap is not.
Yeah, really, comics. Yeah.
In the MCU, they portray Cap sort of like Marvel's Superman. He's the Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the comics, there's a lot more going on with Cap in the comics, and frequently finds himself on the wrong side of the law. And they've replaced him 100 times because of stuff like that in the comics. And it's very interesting. Although, have you guys seen any of the stuff they've shot for Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
No, but I am dying. Yeah,
I have.
One of the trailers or whatever they call they show U.S. Agent, which is another Captain America that the government controls. That is so that's a character on that show. So I'm thinking basically it's going to turn into Cap can't just give you the shield, bro. We control that. So here's our guy, and you go away with Bucky. I think it's going to be something like that. Anyway,
now nice. I think here's going to be a difficult one for him. I don't know. Real quick, TJ. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're going to struggle with this one, Vern.
Yeah, you are going to struggle. Erica, would you mind calling this one out, please?
I don't even have the screen pulled up. I'm just listening to y'all.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Okay, I'll call it out for you then. All right. So Picard or Kirk?
I
Picard.
gotcha. Yeah, there we go. That's the face I was looking for. That no.
Exactly. That confusion and a mulling over. He's going through all the episodes, all the subreddits.
I
He's
put
going
that
through all
one
the
in there
choices.
especially for you, buddy, because that's a tough one.
It is, given the choices. I will say that my favorite captain is not a choice.
Who's the favorite captain?
Cisco.
Okay.
Cisco by like
He's a great rapper, yeah.
not that guy.
Dong, 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 dong. Oh,
No,
A dumps like
that's a really tough one because they're just it's like all the captains have a good thing, but it's got for me. I'll make the same argument I've made with a million nerds at conventions. It's got to be Kirk because without Kirk, there is no Star Trek. Kirk is Star Trek.
Not wrong. Yeah.
And that's I love Picard. I like his style I'd like for my captain to be a little more level-headed, going into situations and being like, hey, listen, we're going to go down there, and if I can't shoot my way out, I'm going to have sex with it. That's so in that regard, I think that Kirk and Janeway are very similar. Janeway and Kirk are really close together.
I feel like that's how we live our life.
But yeah.
If I can't shoot it,
Shoot, I'm gonna.
Yeah. So that's, for me, and listen, anybody that will nail a hot green girl,
Not me yet, so we're good.
I'm all for that. So Kirk's my guy.
And I grew up I grew up on the tail end of Kirk into Picard, and we watched a lot of Star Trek, and I grew up with a little bit of both. Picard's always been my favorite. I would have ended up picking Picard, but after you said Kirk and kind of explained it a little,
I grew up with basic TV, so that was one of the only shows I could watch.
yeah, attaboy. Nice.
Captain Kirk, can you save me?
Right there. That's right.
Captain Kirk, I
it was so
wanna.
sexy.
Brooke's gonna take the next two.
Okay, where are we at?
Erica, do you have
Starship
pulled up or Brooke or?
Yeah, she's got it.
Galaxy Quest?
That's a good one.
Starship Troopers or Galaxy Quest?
I don't even know what that is.
I'm gonna go with I have no idea what that is either.
No, what?
Erica, you make us angrier every episode.
What is Starship Troopers?
What is Starship Troopers? My God. Oh, I want to stab my
I'm sure if
friend.
you put it on, I'd know what it was, but I don't know it by name.
It's what's her face from Clueless, super hot girl, Denise Richards.
It's like
Yes.
Silverstone.
And it also has Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
It's right
The
over your
Mentalist.
face.
You've seen it. You're not. Yeah, you need to pull it up. You've seen it. You're just not.
What's Galaxy Quest? Have I seen that?
Galaxy Quest is Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim Allen. It's
Both of them are kind of parodies on
Star Trek.
sci-fi type of deal. So Vernon, Starship Troopers.
Oh, what's his name? He was
This is actually hard.
he was Snape and he was Hans Gruber. I can remember his actor's name.
Rickman, Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman. Yes, thank you. Whew, that was hurting me.
Galaxy Quest. For me personally, it's Galaxy Quest, just because that's a very special movie.
Pretend Star Wars or Star Trek.
It's
It's kind of
Galaxy Quest is Star Trek Convention the movie.
yes, yeah.
It really is. And then plus, I mean, you can even now say that it has had an impact on modern society too, because the Orville is basically Galaxy Quest, the TV show.
Yeah, and I've been meaning to watch that. I wanted to watch it, and Brooke is we haven't watched. We watched one. I started one episode of it, and she was kind of like, "Why are we watching this?" And I was like,
Why are we watching this?
We watched that?
Orville. No, we
Oh, I
watched
remember.
half an episode of one.
Yeah.
And
I don't even remember watching half an episode.
exactly.
So I don't even know the next four that are on the list either. So there's that.
We got, and it's tough to have some. Wow. Okay, then Vern, Dazed and Confused or Half Baked?
Wow, these are getting hard.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I put
That is
these
a tough
together
one, but I'm gonna
specifically
go
for
with
you.
Half-Baked,
I put
but I
these
think-
ones.
I'm going with half
Go
baked.
with Dazed and Confused.
What were you saying, Brooke?
I think you might go with Dazed and Confused, but I'm gonna go with Half-Baked.
Dazed and Confused does have my favorite Matthew McConaughey line of all time.
All right.
I like the one where my favorite line is where he says, "You know the thing I like about these high school girls, I keep getting older, but they stay the same." I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what you had to Scooby Doo van?
I think you have to pick this dog, though.
I can't even say I've watched this one more than the other one. I've watched both of those movies about the same. Man, Half Baked is so funny though. There's just stuff that
Classic.
I gotta say Half Baked is mostly because I just stepped on my dog's head a while ago, and that makes me think of Half Baked.
Oh, jeez. Buttercup, butternut, buttercup, butter squash.
All right, final
Oh,
movie
cool.
one. Final movie one, and we'll get ready to wrap up. Pineapple
All right.
Express or Harold and Kumar?
The first Harold and Kumar?
Yes, because that was the better one.
Also Neil Patrick Harris.
Man, yeah, with Neil Patrick Harris in the mix,
Yeah.
I might have to go with Harold and Kumar, but that's a hard one, man. That's probably the hardest
It's a
one.
hard one. That's pretty hard.
I like Pineapple Express a lot. Oh.
Yeah,
It's so
that one was funny.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. But
Erica,
I
have
think
you seen
with,
either of them?
Yeah, that's a question right there.
But
So
I think
Vern, Erica
Harold and
Erica
Kumar was
hated
like
Grandma's
the-
Boy.
Grandma's
We're
Boy?
still.
Erica hated it.
I love Grandma's Boy.
No, Erica hated it. Without a doubt, she left our couch and went, "Thank you for wasting my night. I hate you. I hate you. I'm leaving." She hasn't been back since.
But Shirley Jones
Liar.
She did
that
not
was
enjoy
3
it.
years
She-
ago. No.
She thought it was the stupidest
3 years.
movie we've ever put on, and it is. It is, but she
It's
did
in-
not like it. So when we get into these other movies
That are stupid movies.
that are stupid
she
but
doesn't
funny,
watch them.
What about Old School? Have you ever seen Old School?
Oh yeah.
Will Ferrell,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Really? No?
Erica, do you
Step
not
Brothers
like
was.
movies? Do you not
I don't like
I've seen
stupid
Old School,
comedies
but
like that,
I-
like at all.
You like
Why are
any?
you so serious?
But see, okay, so here's the catch to that, and that's a very good question. What you find funny, I don't find funny. Like the shit that you see on Facebook where people are taking beer bottles and bopping each other over the head, I don't find that shit funny, like at all.
That's painful.
But I'm
Yeah,
just,
listen.
Kevin's sitting here, ha ha, that shit's funny. I'm like, no, really, it's not.
I haven't seen that, but
Comedy's very subjective.
That's funny. Just-
me too. Me too. That would be funny.
that would be funny to me. Can you record that the next time he does it?
I'm no.
Oh, I will, because that laugh, because that's what makes you laugh, is his laugh, because he's like, I'm like, oh.
Oh, Kevin, you getting called out, son?
Oh, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid. To me, there's definitely lines in comedy. Comedy's very subjective. I love like Airplane and
Yes.
those
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
kind of movies like
We
that.
took me a couple times watching that. to
Airplane is a classic,
appreciate it.
amazing movie.
The
Yeah,
first time I watched it, I'm like, what the F is this? The second
Most
time
Mel
I
Brooks
watched it,
movies
I'm
are
like, this is
classics.
So stupid.
And then
And
I
then
got her
the third
drunk and I'm like,
time
let's
I
watch
watched
Airplane.
Yeah, I think I watched it with TJ, and I was like, I don't even like this movie. It's terrible. He put it on, and it was actually funny, and I'm like,
Stop taking life so seriously and just watch this movie.
all right, maybe I can't watch this movie sober.
there's a lot
They're
of
calling me Shirley.
Erica, have you ever watched Harold and Kumar? No. Have you ever watched Harold and Kumar on weed?
So like, nope.
You need to watch it on some
Weed.
vodka.
Have you ever watched it on a goose?
Have you ever watched it on some goose?
There's one in our backyard.
Not that good. Don't watch it while sitting on
Do
the
not
goose.
sit on the goose, please.
He will be
That is
angry
animal cruelty.
He will bite you.
He's an asshole.
Keep
He
it,
is a-
keep it trooper.
Yeah, we even put up
I got
saw
a
that.
fence along our fence.
so Trooper can't escape. However, apparently the goose came through the netting.
Charged through the
And
netting. Bit Trooper.
I
That's what you
can't
get.
blame him though, because Trooper has been antagonizing him.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Anyways.
Goose,
So
goose.
that was the extent of the you decides. I think obviously
What the heck is Destiny talking about here?
I don't know.
Who knows? Are you drunk, Destiny?
Romantic
It's gonna take 90 seconds to get to her, but
romantic comedy
Yeah.
or with a fox and a box.
Chili Peppers or Nirvana?
Nirvana.
Chili peppers.
Peppers.
Pepper.
Nirvana.
Peppers.
What?
What?
Please,
Kurt Cope.
for the sake of my reputation, don't ask me to elaborate on this question.
All right, let's move on.
Elaborate.
Then. Let's move on.
Chili Peppers.
See, I'm
with Will
mediating
Ferrell?
here. I am mediating here for you.
Chili peppers on weed.
Creed or Nickelback? Worst band.
Honestly,
Worst?
Neither.
Yeah, worst band.
Creed.
Both.
Creed. Look at
Nickelback.
her face.
Nickelback, because I feel like they've been around longer. Like they have a more lasting impression, and they're terrible.
But that's exactly why Creed is worse.
No, Creed is worse.
But they
I'm sorry.
went
The
away.
lead,
They went away,
but-
so they're not
exactly.
as bad because I don't have to experience them anymore.
okay.
I still have to
Fair
experience Nickelback.
That's fair enough. Yeah,
It's
that's
bad. I have to.
I think the
Yeah.
Nickelback hate is unwarranted. Just
Yeah.
just like the hate on Ben Affleck is unwarranted.
Yeah.
There's some people that are just hated, things that are hated, and I just don't understand why they're hated. But
Yeah, people like to follow a trend sometimes, but again, I think Vern and I are in the same train of thought where Creed, because and Brooke makes a great point where it's like, hey, I keep having to hear them, so but at the same time, Creed was horrible because the lead singer is supposed to be a Christian band and everything else, but the guy ended up being a drunk and an a-hole, and people are like, whoa, what are you doing, and yeah, so he completely ruined the whole image of Creed, so.
Erica, have you ever seen? I just want to know if Erica's ever seen Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh,
Yes.
that was a great show.
Yes, I have.
Great show.
Claymation show.
There was a Celebrity Deathmatch back in the day between Scott Stapp of Creed and Eddie Vedder.
I actually saw that one.
Yes.
He's like,
Oh, it was so
all the
good.
time, Eddie Vedder's like, "You stole my voice, you son of a." Love it. Love that one. That's my favorite thing.
Oh, that is awesome.
Celebrity Deathmatch. I'm so happy now. I'm so happy.
Pink Floyd.
I
or
was
the
in
Rolling
high
Stones?
school when that came out, so I watched a lot of MTV. So yes.
And before that, Liquid Television.
Couple more. Pink Floyd or the Rolling Stones?
Loyed.
Floyd.
Rolling Stones for me, if I have to choose.
Erica's like, haven't heard of either of them. Incubus or Candlebox?
Oh.
Incubus or Candlebox? Incubus.
I'm gonna go with Candlebox.
True.
Troop Doggy Dog. He's so big. He's so big he can't even. fit in
He's
the camera.
got so big. That's why I wanted to show him off. He's so big.
Look at how huge he is.
True.
He's so big.
He's like as big as TJ now.
Jeez.
He's holding on
TJ's
to
tiny.
it.
Green Day or Blink 182?
Green Day.
Green Day.
Corn or Pantera?
Jeez.
Corn.
Pantera.
I
Sorry.
knew Carlos was gonna.
My friends watching this, I think they will literally crucify me. Put me up
Drink.
to a stake. Ah,
Man, I don't have enough to drink
doing
left.
so well. I was doing so well.
Apparently, I'm not.
Bon Jovi or Meatloaf?
Meatloaf.
Me.
Come on. I know Bon Jovi's got a lot of great songs and followers, but I'm sorry,
Meatloaf has
Meatloaf.
one song.
I know.
No, no.
has
Meatloaf.
one
No,
song. You close that.
Meatloaf was a performer, okay? And also, Ian from Anthrax married his daughter, so you deal with that.
Can you repeat the question?
Bon Jovi or Meatloaf?
Is this based on who I look more like? Yeah. Honestly, I think Bon Jovi's one of my favorite vocalists ever, so I'd have to say.
Yeah,
that.
I agree. And
Vern, we gotta have a talk later.
No. I didn't say all his songs were good.
yeah, right.
Okay.
If I never heard Bad Medicine again, it would be way too soon. Terrible song.
I didn't have to see Shane. No.
Wait, I think we lost Erica again because she's
Yeah,
not
we did.
voicing in us.
And troops eating Brooks face mask.
Oh, great.
Did I ask this one? Metallica or Aerosmith?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. Oh, jeez. Ow.
Metallica.
I'm gonna have to go with Metallica.
I'm Metallica.
I've been drinking. I'm sorry.
Love both, but
Sorry.
I'm gonna have to go with Metallica. If I had to not listen to one ever again, I'd have to go with Aerosmith.
Actually, I'm going to go with Metallica, even though I love Steven Tyler and I'm a big fan of his vocal.
He's amazing.
All right, Trader.
But
Metallica changed everything.
Metallica was like, they were like a huge crossover band for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Metallica made. They were what rock should have evolved towards
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
But grunge ruined that. But thanks, grunge.
Slow your roll. Slow your roll.
So cute.
I think that's
Spots are gonna
that's
come
pretty
in.
close to the whole list.
Country,
Yeah, pretty much.
country or opera?
Opera all day.
Oh,
I will choose opera over country.
Your face.
Well, country.
Country.
yeah, I have country.
Carlos,
okay,
you and
Erica.
we can go to Broadway shows all day long.
Girl.
Not right now.
Lovely.
You ain't going anywhere.
No, you're wrong. You are wrong because right now they are doing free shows from opera. I watched The Phantom of the Opera. I also watched oh, the hell's the name of that one? Anyways, but they were doing it free on YouTube. Cats was the other one, and they were doing it all for free. So you know what? And
Sorry, I'm an uncultured swine.
that's why we love you.
I tried to watch the Cats movie.
I have not.
And you know what? People were in an uproar about that because apparently they wanted the version where people could see like the cat buttholes.
I didn't care about cat buttholes or nothing. I just wanted something I could follow as like a remotely plausible plot or something. I had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
Well, welcome back, Andrew. I don't know how late I am on seeing that noise, but I'm glad you have some drank because we do too, I think.
I got more drink.
And I was drink.
Have you ever been to Stratford, Carlos?
But the what?
Have you ever been to Stratford,
Lane.
Canada?
I was gonna say, well,
Used to live
no,
on it.
oh my god. Okay, no, I have not been to Stratford, Canada.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I feel like I'm now on jury. No,
There's a reason behind it, but if you've never been to Canada, then never mind.
I don't think I was allowed, but
Are you now?
although I look Canadian, but
Just say
no,
A.
Canadian.
Dick off, you loser.
I keep saying Latino, but no, okay, but tell me now, you can't just leave me hanging like that.
Because I used to go to Canada all the time to go see all these plays like HMS Pinafore and things like that. So I was asking, since you like operas, I was going to send you a link to HMS Pinafore that I saw as a kid.
Well, then send me that. In a text because again, I've been to operas and things like that. I've been to Chicago and seen operas and everything else. I've been, in
Have
Miami
you seen
before for that too.
Phantom of the Opera in Chicago? Because that's what it was made for.
No, I did not see that there, but actually, I did see Phantom of the Opera on YouTube for free as I was doing
I
it
know,
right
but
now.
I didn't know if it was based out of Chicago.
I didn't pay that much attention. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Vernon, how you doing?
Oh, we lost the nerds. We're sorry that we're actually having a conversation here.
Yeah, I saw the movie. It was a movie. I saw the movie.
I saw the-
I see movies. I don't see.
the guy had a face mask, right?
I wish I were a rich man, a very, very rich man. Come on, fiddle on the roof.
Up and do that, like, close to
Hey,
here.
hey, yeah.
Can you show us that, rich woman?
In. I like it.
I would like to see that in VR.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear somebody say I wish, I keep thinking
Hey.
of I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
I'm already
just
6
don't know
foot,
the
so
rest.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't remember the rest. That's just me
This is
though.
actually the longest I have gone ever without singing.
That's what she said.
Oh, whoop.
Womp womp.
Aww.
Speaking of singing, did you know that the national anthem of the United States, the Star
Oh yes.
Spangled Banner, was written to the tune of a drinking song?
I did not know that.
I did not know that either,
Yes.
but I found it.
And God bless the USA. Seriously.
I know. I know. Like they don't use like the second. There's like 2 or 3 verses to that,
Yeah.
and it like nobody ever sings those. But go read them. Go read them. You're like, that's why nobody ever sings that crap.
Oh, we shouldn't talk about that.
And can we?
Yeah.
Can we just like pick a like? Is it okay to have a new song once in a while? I mean, is it okay to advance?
I'm wondering at what point does somebody step up and just go, I'm going to sing those verses instead of holding out the tones and making them go, like just sing the second and third verse already.
My dog.
No.
Huh?
Yeah. My dog's like, what?
What?
No. Here's another fun thing. Now this is more historical though, but now, okay. So you know how a lot of us, if we're cheersing, have a drink or something, we're saying, hey, toast. A toast to X, Y, and Z purpose, right? So it's actually from back in the Roman days.
Doggy.
Oh,
Ah,
dog doesn't care. He's just like, give me love.
put it back up.
I can't. She weighs way too much.
Dang it, man. We had one ready.
About the little one. With this guy.
Oh, little.
Oh, it's so cute. It's so
He's
cute. It's so cute.
Thank you. We're making
Great.
dogs.
So
Erica,
Put
where's
some
your
goggles
dog?
on. They can make a baby.
Probably sleeping
where's
with my
your
mother.
doggy?
Probably sleeping with my mom.
Calm down. Chill out.
You have poop.
I want to thank all 7,000 people who are here with us.
Liam, he's climbing over my shoulder. Get off.
We had a meeting today and we were telling him like, yeah, we have a 2-year-old and we have a Dalmatian puppy. He's like, he looked at us with like a blank face. He's like, you realize that having a Dalmatian is like having a 2-year-old its entire life. Like, yeah, we do now.
We do now. Nuts.
It's crazy. Apparently the energy stays.
Great.
Did you see Destiny?
They just get bigger.
Yeah.
So he's going to be like a 60 to 70 pound crazy animal.
How big
I'll
is
fit right in.
Yeah,
What's
big
that?
paws?
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, he's got big paws. He'll probably be.
He's grown so much. We've had him 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And he has gotten big in the last 3 weeks. Plus, when we picked him up, the people in front of us, they had scheduled times to pick up the animals. We were a little bit early, and we
First time
saw
ever.
we saw his
Don't jump, idiot.
brother get picked up, and he was itty bitty. We're like, oh, okay. So
Oh.
they're gonna be small, like
Like, oh, a little puppy
2-hand
dog.
size.
Yay.
and
He comes walking out like,
he comes. She
how
goes,
you
"Let-"
guys doing? You got any food?
yeah. She's like, let me get your puppy.
Where's my Jack
He
Daniels?
comes out and he's like an armful, not just 2 hands. Like he's an armful. So yeah,
He just looks at you like, what's up? You bring
Feed
food?
me, Seymour.
he eats so much.
got
Feed me,
food?
baby.
You got the food.
He's
That'd be
almost.
great.
He's almost.
I'll
into
go
that
with you
bag.
if you got some food.
He's trying to get your
All right.
drink.
Pay for my drink.
Okay, so I still did not get to finish the whole thing about the original one that I started here. But anyways, the toast. About toasting.
Ah,
Cheers.
some word
Cinnamon
toast.
sugar
Yeah.
toast? Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, so anyways, the long story short on that one is that basically, actually, ancient Romans used to actually throw a piece of toast in their wine. So an actual piece of bread. So they would toast and actually throw bread in there. So I'm like going, okay, more carbs. I don't know. I mean, but I do like the third item that we put on here for a second. It's about wine. Or not wine. It's about champagne. Champagne. As anybody who knows the Continental, please, if you know the Continental, I love you.
Continental
the
from
pressure
John Wick.
No.
Oh, come on! I know a movie reference.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy for that. Trust me, I love you for knowing that movie reference.
Thank you.
But no, but this is the Continental from Saturday Night Live. This is what's his face? Christopher Walken. Yep. Oh, the Continental. Would you like some champagne? But anyways, so the pressure in a champagne. Yeah.
That's a long.
The pressure in
on there, buddy.
Sorry, Vern. This is our first time.
So yeah, so the pressure in a champagne bottle is 90 pounds per square inch. It's basically 3 times the pressure in the average automobile tire.
What?
So if you open a bottle of champagne on somebody's face, you could kill them, or at least knock them out.
If you throw a golf ball and hit a tire directly, if you have great aim and you fire a golf ball and hit a tire, nothing.
Our dog did that.
What?
Our dog definitely did not get a hold of the
fine.
toilet paper. No reason that we keep toilet paper by our bed.
Oh, my dog just farted.
Oh, that's fun.
So,
get out of here.
you fire a golf ball in a car tire, it's going to bounce back super solid. So now imagine accidentally doing a champagne bottle into somebody's jaw.
Ooh.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, it's because our jaws are a lot less stronger than a tire.
So would that really be a locked jaw then?
Ooh.
Would be after
Would
that.
become a lockjaw.
Lax jaw.
Go ahead, jump.
There would be no
Go
locking.
ahead, jump, floppy ears. You're gonna jump. You can
I'm
jump.
on a
on-
roll tonight.
I'm so excited to watch you land on your head.
This dog-
You're sitting there the whole time, just going, "Come on, give me a
Learning.
setup, give me a
Yeah.
setup."
Learning what
boundaries of the
distance is,
yard.
So now he's like,
So,
jump on the floor. do I jump on the
He'll
floor?
be in one area and then he'll just dart across the yard because he knows how much space he has and he can get up a gallop. And I've never had a dog with floppy ears, so it's incredibly cute and funny to watch these ears just go crazy.
All right.
Nice.
So
All right, kids, I think that we're really close to wrapping up.
Yeah.
yeah, we are close here to wrapping up. So again, Vern, we only originally actually we're gonna ask like 20-40 minutes of you, but you've been here for like a very good long time. And first and
Yeah,
foremost,
I love it.
thank you.
That's no problem.
Love it.
I love it. It makes me feel like I'm doing something that's related to what I do.
Yeah.
I don't know, delivering food, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy
Wait,
that.
isn't that Fridays you do that?
I did it tonight.
Oh,
And I do it
sorry.
on Thursdays, I do it on Fridays and Saturdays currently, unless there's a comedy show, which there is in a couple of weeks, another one.
Yes.
So
Who is it?
Yes, I figured I was going to message Frank and see if he wanted to come on the week
Beans?
before. And,
yeah.
and,
Frank's
and
funny. He's an Italian guy. If I was on one of these with him, I would talk like this the entire time. Hey, what's up? Hey,
He's the one.
yo.
yeah, so I wanted to have Frank on. Sorry, my dog's biting me. Here, you hang out and talk with them. You run the show.
So Dr. Vern, thank you so much. Number one, it's great seeing you always, and thank you for your time, for your insight, for hanging out with us tonight. So thank you once again.
Thanks
We
for letting me
appreciate you.
hang out with you. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're not that old, just really old.
I'm
But
pretty old.
so again, thanks a lot for hanging out with us tonight. Again, as always, we enjoy our guests. We enjoy everything that we can help to promote our friends' businesses and everything too. So with ourselves, again,
I don't need that. I can marry people. I don't have to have an event. I can come to your house and do that. If you need to be married in quarantine, I'm available for those services. whether it be like, traditional Christian services, non-Christian, non-religious services, Klingon weddings,
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Hey, Tyler's just gonna want you to come over and bring some blank paper and the gel pen.
Yes. So we're going up tomorrow night, and he's dying to draw you a picture. Are you there tomorrow night, or are you delivering?
He asked. We told him we're gonna have a meeting there
Told him
with
we're having a meeting
Auntie E, Miss
Auntie E,
Pam,
he's excited to see you. Carlos, we're at Winter Circle tomorrow.
Mr. Brian, who he wants to take a picture with, which is
Yeah.
weird. We don't know why he wants to take a picture of
also-
Mr. Brian. He just is obsessed with taking a picture of Mr. Brian. And then he said, Dr. Vern? And we go, I don't know. Maybe he'll be there. He goes, I draw a picture? Oh.
I have the stash just for him. He'll be all right.
Awesome. Well, again, Dr. Vern, thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for hanging out with us. Not because you're just bored of doing nothing. I know that.
Well,
We
Because
appreciate
you love
being on
us.
tonight.
You love us so much.
Exactly.
you guys
Right
are
here.
into my game time. I was not doing nothing. Come on.
He had to mod
appreciate
things and
you,
play
buddy.
video games.
I'm playing the new Zelda. I finally got it for my Wii U. So I'm
Nice.
playing that.
Nice.
Zelda?
It's the
Nice.
same one they put on the Switch, the Breath of the Wild. But
Oh, that's good.
yeah, I've been playing
Hey.
that. Pretty cool.
Let him go if he wants to make it.
He's
He gonna
eating
dive
our
off the bed. He gonna trip and fall on his head.
He's eating our bed.
Vern,
Gotta
we
learn
appreciate
somehow.
you being here, everybody. Vern, what's the Facebook / on your page, or is it just under Dr. Vern?
Dr. Vern.
Dr. Vern. Find Dr. Vern on Facebook.
RERN. Dr. Vern.
We will throw it up in the chat room. You will find him for all of your karaoke needs, for all of your DJ needs, all of your trivia needs, all the fun stuff. So super excited to have you on tonight. Excited for things to get back to normal and just to be out and about and seeing you do your thing. So
You too.
appreciate all your nerdy knowledge. We love you, and we'll catch you soon.
All right, guys.
See you, buddy. Have a good night.
See ya, buddy.
Playing.
Is he fading himself away?
Yeah.
Oh.
Something like, oh, I'm out of here. All right, guys. We had a great night. It was definitely a lot of fun. We got to catch up on some trending topics, as well as catching up with Dr. Vern. He has been around us in our little circle of friends for quite a while. So it's kind of cool to catch up with him as life trends in weird and different directions. And anybody want a donation? Anybody want to play with donation? Sorry, he's going nuts.
He's going crazy right now.
He's like, is it playtime? So we appreciate everybody being here tonight. We did go a little bit over, which we normally do. So again, thank you, Erica, mostly for hanging out and making it till.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm dwindling down now.
Oh.
Yes.
I've
We hope
yawned like
every-
3 times.
We love it.
Oh,
We hope
I just
everybody is
ate
staying
my
safe
head.
and having a lot of fun and just spending a lot of family time and all the things that go along with everything. It's been obviously a rough couple days for Brooke and I.
I don't want to know, Brooke.
Our little loved one, our little Kilo.
Our dog
passed away,
is eating my
and,
computer right now.
Thank you, Erica.
I have a
for
case
coming
on
over
it,
the other
but,
night. We
yeah.
appreciate that. But yes, we have this crazy trooper guy.
And the hardest part is Tyler. But
Yeah, we had to explain to
Aw.
Tyler why Kilo
Well,
was not here this
well,
morning.
not only that,
Aw.
but he just keeps asking.
Yeah, so
I
he
want to
keeps
see
asking,
Keela. I want to
and-
see Keela. I want to see.
That
Keela.
hurts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very tough. So we
Hard.
explained, like, and
It's very
especially
hard.
yesterday, we explained that we were taking him. Keela needed to go to the doctor, and he understands the doctor.
Jesus.
He just sacked me.
He's insane.
And
He's insane.
we explained to him that he
looks
from
cute.
Doc
He's
McStuffins, Disney's Doc
crazy.
McStuffins, that you have to go to the doctor. And he said, "Gotta go for a checkup." Yeah, she needs to go for a checkup. And then we didn't come home with her, and he knew right away. He
Aw.
I miss her, and it was very, very tough. But
Well,
thank you.
tonight, and, like
and
we always say prayers together, and we say that we're thankful for mommy and daddy and Tyler and Keela and Trooper, and he's like, I want Keela. I want to see Keela.
Stop it. You're killing me.
Very,
Yeah,
very,
it's
very
hard.
tough, especially with
Very hard.
if anybody out there has ever
And he's like,
experienced a loss with
he goes, I'm sorry.
a little
I'm
one.
sorry, mommy.
Yeah.
I want to see Keela.
He
I want to
thinks
make her
that
better.
Him saying
Like, oh,
he's sorry and whatnot
Mm.
kind of brings her back,
It's bad.
and it's like, sorry, buddy, it's not your fault. It's
like
not
he
anything
thinks
we
it's
can do.
something he did, which
Uh,
makes it even worse. It makes you feel
Oh.
worse that he
Yeah.
thinks it's something
So-
he did.
It's been
And
a very odd day for us, so we thank you all for joining in the chat room and coming on and hanging out. I appreciate you guys, Carlos and Erica, of course, endlessly. Erica, thank you for coming over last night and
Yes.
being with Tyler while we had to go do the unimaginable and the one of the
No.
tough things, obviously, we ever had to do. 15 years with our princess.
Oh.
She's with Cuervo. She's and
That's a lot of fun.
dived off the bed.
he gets to break the humor, which is nice. Before
I
we
know. I was like, we're going through an emotional moment here, and that was all I hear.
so he gets to break the moment. So now we've got our crazy dude and our little puppy. So yeah, life continues on, and Keela is with her daddy, and they're
And we know they're on a
Alright.
big pillow
yeah,
somewhere.
they're on a big pillow somewhere hanging out with Yana. So anyways, we did talk a little bit about what was going on in VR world. Carlos, I have noticed obviously that stock market is up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
And people just need to hang tight. Yeah.
It's pretty much like a seesaw. I mean, right now it's sticking through it, but things are coming back up. Like any time that anything happens in life, things will go down. They're gonna come back up. It's just the ebb and flow. So it's luckily been coming back up. So
Stay
keep at
calm.
it.
Stay calm. Don't
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah. It's what's a
Please sell and we
the
can
child
buy
Please
all
or-
sell. We start buying because stocks are down 50% overall of everything. So
Essentially.
yeah, buy. Now it's time to buy. You got money? Buy. Get in touch
There
with
you go.
Carlos. Buy.
That's pretty much it. So
Want to sell? We will
Get your life
gladly
insurance, people. If
take
you don't have it, get
all
your
of your
damn life insurance.
yes, protect your
You
life.
talked about a little bit about the VR stuff. I'm not as excited about watching EJ's games in VR as I would be watching them in person.
I mean, I record them so his family overseas can watch it. So there's that. Maybe they might enjoy it, but I want to be able to scream at my child and then tell him he's an idiot. So
I think that
What are you doing?
honestly, as things progress, as long as stupidity doesn't take over and the numbers continue being reported at the rate that they're really at, I think that we'll be at the point that hopefully by August and September we'll be back to normal. Even if it's at 50% or 75% capacity at that point, I mean, it might be parents only, which is fine.
I had heard like only one parent.
Yeah,
but
or
that's not
something
fair
like that.
because mom and dad
I
aren't
know,
together.
Right.
You know?
Obviously,
Right.
it's not fair.
Yeah, so I
But-
think it should always be two. I think that it's
Just one guest. I guess was what I heard.
It's gonna be that weird shift. Obviously, everybody's gonna have to. We kind of play it by ear, and it's just got to be what it's got to be, and it sucks. It especially sucks for parents that have kids. We're not there with.
I don't
Tyler.
know. Like
We're not there with
I feel
Tyler,
like
so-
if you, just my 2 cents, like if the kids are around the parents, then whatever the parents have, the kids are gonna have. So why is it not okay for both?
Why
of
can't
the
you
parents
just
to
space
come?
out the seating and let the parents be able to come in and watch the game?
I don't want to sit
Or
next
the
to his
parents
ass. He
could-
can sit on the
No,
other side.
you don't have to sit next to him, but you have parent seating that is spaced out. If that's what it needs to be, and I'm not going to get into my views on it or anything like that. But if we are in the ways of we're going to be limited, then open up the limitations to make it possible for
At least parents.
parent at the very
Yeah.
least parent, secondary immediate family. Do whatever you have to do to be safe.
Unfortunately, no such thing as an easy answer for that. So, but at the end of the day, though, so what about the e-commerce world now? How about for you guys?
Scamdemic is doing very, very well. In
Scam.
terms-
What?
Everybody is realizing they need a digital presence. That is where
Why
it
is
is.
it a
That's where it
scam?
lies. That's where it lies. Finally, people are realizing that oh, if I can't go out in public, guess what? I should probably have some sort of something on the internet.
Do it.
You have a business that you can
Pop it.
No.
Yeah, if you have a business that you can sell that you can sell your product or service online, that's what you need to be doing.
Bow
That
chicka
is-
wow wow.
Yep, sell your service. Sell your services.
Onlyfans.com. Got it.
But no, that's really the way that things need to be making that move. You need to be moving to that digital realm and that e-commerce. While you're sleeping, other people are shopping.
It's true.
So there's that's what it is. And to be shopping, to offer your products and services 24/7, that's where you need to be. If you don't have e-commerce in place for your business yet, it's either because your business solely does not belong in e-commerce,
helps
or because you're behind on the times.
If you sell something that the majority wants, or
Yeah.
maybe a niche market wants, and
Booking services.
they could be immunocompromised, or they could be an elderly person, then like you need to have okay.
Something just yelped, and I'm not talking about the review.
It's a dog eating a Reese's wrapper.
Okay.
It's,
EJ likes to bring a lot of chocolate into the bedroom.
Yep, me.
Daddy.
Fatty.
I can't have chocolate, so
Yeah.
it would be me.
Fatty, got it. Let's get back to this.
quit trying to kill your wife and dog, okay?
I want to know where the Reese's were when I was there, because I damn sure would have ate them.
We're on top
They're on top of the fridge. All the candy.
You're
Now
tall
you know.
enough to
Now
see
you
it.
know.
I don't go on your freaking fridge.
They're
Okay.
eye level with you.
All the candy, all the treats are on top of the fridge.
Good to know now. Jerks.
There's
And the middle
there's
drawer.
there's a
There's
red, white, and
there's
blue.
a pull-out drawer where the cold chocolates need to be.
There is. What is he eating? It sounds like he's
He's
eating
not
a
even.
wall.
He's not even.
All right.
He's eating a wall.
Yeah,
okay,
good talk, Carlos.
We love
So
you.
yeah, okay. Before y'all got to go to the veterinarians here, are we ready to close out?
He's got
Yeah,
a
we're
puppy
ready to
shirt.
close
Yes,
out.
yes.
Okay. Let us close out then.
All right.
Everybody, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you so much. We seriously, plug in for the next week. We have another great individual joining us. Play the music.
Love it. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Oh, shit.
And the last thing we did.
Seems like a song should be played during a football game.
Yeah. Have a
Bye,
good night, everybody.
everyone.
Bye.